Welcome to the most informative, fastest, quickest gaining show on YouTube. And welcome to your host, the Crypto Lifer. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope things are going well for you. Hope you're hanging in there on this wonderful, wonderful, beautiful, absolutely beautiful day. Shout out to everyone here on the live doing their thing. Just gonna fix my canvas a second here. Showing you FTM. We got into FTM a long time ago. We made a call for FTM probably February 8th. February 8th, we started buying into FTM. So, yes. All right. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Let me get this music down a little bit. A little loud for me. A little loud. Like it in the background, but not too loud. Not too loud. All right, there we go. How's that sound? Audio sounding money. Nice and crispy. Shout out to everyone here. Andreas just loaded a bit more of Reef. They let trade GME after hours. At the opening, they halted it. Lifer, I'm from Afghanistan, living in Poland. You're international, bro. My wife, her whole family is from Afghanistan. She's of the Pushtan tribe. Yes. So shout out to you, my friend. My daughter is Afghan. So my own flesh and blood is your flesh and blood. We are connected. We are brothers. I'm Irish, but I married an Afghan girl. Let me put on my king necklace. I love this. It's a silver coin on platinum gold, and it represents gold and silver, the most beautiful, remained longest forms of money existing in the world. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you guys so much for jumping in. 26 people watching, 13 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. Let's get it moving, man. Shout out to everyone here. I'm Pushton too, man. Good to hear you. Tayavanea, Tashaista is something. That's so funny, man. Jamsheed, man, thank you so much for coming on in. Another Pushton. I will tell my wife about meeting a Pushton on my live stream, man. Shout out to everyone here. We are international. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And look, I thought Phantom may be retesting here, breaking on out and doing a bit of a retest. There's a possible chance that Phantom is not done. Let me take a look at the Phantom trade for you right now at the present moment. So what we see here is I'm going to take the length of the pole. Just a quick thing to start the show. Something that I had to look at. I did sell a little early. A little upset about it. Hey, you can't always nail the top. This thing was so extended and overbought, but yet it didn't matter. I'm sitting at the daily. I'm up like, 300%. I'm sitting at the daily, and there was just more to go. I cannot believe it. I sold around here, but there was just more to go. So, hey, even the Crypto Lifer can't hit the top every single time. That would be absolutely absurd. Shout out to everyone here watching on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining. As the community grows and we go to 2,000 subs, we will probably, hopefully be there by tomorrow. I'm going to make some amazing content. I was going to make a Phantom video when I first got into Phantom. And then I found out why Phantom was really pumping. There's really some news around Phantom that it could save Ethereum. All right. So it can basically it's interoperable multi-chain interoperability where we could basically lower the fees on any chain. So pretty interesting to say the least, what Phantom could do. So there's talks and swirlings, and maybe it can or can't, but there's speculation at least, and that's all you need in the crypto space. I'm upset I didn't get into it, but my money is tied up in other coins. Always take a little profit. Always take a little profit. These were some of the fastest gains we had, but again, we started buying here on February 8th. Okay, look how long it took, and this is why I talk about patience, man. There's no such thing as fast gains. 15 days, 2 weeks, that's not bad, right? And then guys, if you watched me, I said I'm going to get into Phantom here. I said it numerous times, and I said, and then I'm going to sell it, and I'm going to pay all my bills for the month. I said Phantom is going to pay my bills. I said it clearly. I said Phantom is going to pay my bills, and you know what it did? It paid my bills, my friends. You know what? Every once in a while I take 1 or 2 coins and I choose them to pay my bills. The rest of the coins are flying, doing their thing. If you don't want to work, I mean, this is far more work than I've ever had, actually. Running a channel, running a trading group, hitting the YouTube every single day. This is the hardest job I've ever had, I'll be honest. Very demanding, making sure my Patreons are happy, making sure everybody is happy. We'll start off with the dollar index too, even though we started off with Bitcoin. Look at the dollar index. Shoulder, head, shoulder. I said that's an inverted, that's a head and shoulder. I said that thing is going to come down, right? Now I also look at this. I have a projection for it inside of this wedge. If you can see, if we go to the auto on there and we look at the wedge, you can see, bam, the dollar index right there. And I think it went up, down, up. It's coming back down. Going to come all the way to 88, the lowest it's been. Let's see the last time the dollar index was this low, and that was in February, right before February 2018. Even the March crash wasn't so bad, okay, at 94. So we've been here before just 2 years ago. They're trying everything they can to prop the dollar up. As you can see, there's a giant double top on the dollar. Let's take a look at the measured move of this giant double top. How do you get a measured move of that? You take the top of the M to the middle of the M. You swing it to one of the arms that matches the same middle point as the M, which is right kind of where that ends. And that is possible to hit this bottom here at 73. And that's just pure TA. You guys know this. This is pure TA. Double tops. That's a double top. Okay. Ugly. Dollar not looking good. And that's great for cryptocurrencies, stock market, and Bitcoin. As long as the dollar's dropping, it's going to hedge any position you have that's not the dollar, right? It's going to go up in value. People don't want it. It's going to make it more less valuable, so more of it is going to have to be used to buy something. So it's going to look, see, that's the thing though. Dollar fiat currency is kind of an illusion, because you think you're worth more of something that's losing every day. So you're like, okay, now I have something worth 36 bucks, like a stock, and now the stock's worth 40 bucks, and you're like, yes, now I have $40. You technically did gain more, right? Because everyone else hasn't figured out yet that the dollar's trash, so they'll still take your dollar. But eventually someone's going to get stuck with that last dollar, and no one's going to want it. So, you know what I'm saying? My cat's name is Luna. I'll go with Luna. Can you TA? Yeah, we're definitely going to go over Luna. We always go over that. Considering your investment in crypto, does the dollar losing value concern you? No, it's the greatest thing ever. You want the dollar to lose value. You're waiting for the dollar to lose value. That's why you're in crypto, because you know that the dollar will lose value. Shout out to everyone here on this 1 inch. We're watching 1 inch. It's going to test our patience. 1 inch is really testing our patience, but we right now have confirmed. Shout out to Jesse B with a $25 super chat. Come on, man. Insane. Now look at this. Swing up to swing up, right? That is confirmed. Hidden bullish divergence. I've tried to teach you guys divergences over and over again. I tell you, divergences will change the game. Shout out to Jesse B for the donation up in the game. Swing down to swing down, swing up to swing up. There is hidden bullish divergence confirmed as we bust through with a bigger candle. So shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you guys so much for joining me and being here. 33 people watching, 20 likes. Can we get it up to the higher levels? Why I sold everything I own for cryptocurrency, Bitcoin and altcoin live technical analysis. Learn. Do you think the dollar crashing will usher in new opportunities for digital currencies? Yes, of course. That's what we've been talking about since day one. Since day one. Now we're going to get in. So this is confirmed right now. Hidden bullish divergence. Very similar to this area here. See, there's your hill. You get your confirmed, and then it starts the uptrend. Should be beginning our new uptrend in 1 inch. So watch 1 inch. Really good price right here, $4. Looking to follow Uni. Don't be surprised when it's up at 20 bucks a month from now. You're going to say, damn, I could have 5x my money, lifer, but I wanted it fast, and I didn't want to wait, and I didn't want to plan, and I did not want to be patient. Folks, you got to be patient in this game. All right. Let's go take a look at Bitcoin and see what's going on with the elephant in the room. Bitcoin falling down a little bit this morning, huh? Came up hard and they got sold off hard. Interesting. But what I see happening is kind of still here. Let's take a look. Shout out to Andy B up in the live stream, man. My dude. 36 people watching, 21 likes. That is not the lifer way. I know you guys are blown away. You're watching the screen. You're kind of in awe. But you can reach your little mini hand over there and you can touch that like button. What it does is it helps more people like you come into the stream, because it's an algorithm that attracts people that liked me. Then you like them, and then you guys join in the Telegram group, and you have to become friends. So it helps you meet people you like, honestly. So if you hit the like button, it serves you almost more than it serves me. It has dual purpose for us. So go on and do it. Don't be shy. So here's what we see, and this is our Bitcoin prediction. It's my Bitcoin prediction. We could be going sideways for the next couple weeks to a month. March has been notoriously the worst month for Bitcoin. We could end February up around here, 56,000, everyone euphoric, to come all the way back down to 47K, to come all the way back again to get everyone happy to 51, to come down and finally retest the same area. And we could also retest, Bitcoin is notorious for retesting the same high here at 42. So there's a chance in the middle of the night we wick to 42, we come back into the pattern, and then Bitcoin sails away. And that is going to be your next big long, just like we longed at 29.5, right? So this is my prediction for Bitcoin in the next month or two. I don't think it's going to be a beautiful swing to the upside. If we do that, that would be amazing. Now, the daily suggests that we're okay. But what I want to show you is we were right here too before. We were right here. We were up. I'll show you exactly what's going on. So we were up right here. I'm going to put a V line right here. So we were up right there, okay? I agree with your prediction. It's important to keep in mind that despite the weakness in the dollar, when the markets get shaky, people flee to the dollar. Yeah, I don't think they're going to flee to the dollar much anymore. Good morning, lifers. Good morning, Sam. Shout out to Robert Cox. Shout out to everyone here. So then we come down on the stochastics, and then we do this double bottom up here. And the double bottom is the movement in the pattern. We're about to set up for a double bottom down here on the stochastics. So, like this. Let's get honest. We need a nice retrace. We had a beautiful pump. These retraces create the nice pumps, man. They also, what we'll get is we could end up with some hidden bullish divergence on this. Swing up to swing up, right? It might end up being somewhere over here even. Something like this. This might kind of come down a little bit. Even if it stays somewhat flat. Even right now, we're getting some hidden bullish divergence. See, that could be established. So there is some divergence there, which tells me, hey, okay, let's try to find a different scenario. Let's try to open our minds and see if there's something different. Kid Kadai, will Dodo do the same as Phantom? I've been looking at Dodo, and honestly, it's so funny you say that. You want to see my last text messages that I sent? I'm talking to someone last night, a new guy in crypto, and I want people that are new into crypto, I want them to make some gains fast, like right when they get in. 70% of the US dollar was printed out last year. It's screwed. Yes, 70% of the dollar. You hear what he just said? So one of my last texts last night, right, was I think you should get into D100 and Dodo. Dodo looks pretty hot. We're going to take a look at Dodo. It's been on my radar now. It's coming up. People talking about it all the time. And D100, put D100 on your radar. Right now, I'm staking bake for the D100. If you stake bread for D100, you will be getting bake. So look, it hit the exact target here too. Bitcoin hit the target at 52,310, which was where these two candles closed. So resistance. We need to break through that resistance to get up to the top of the pattern. Right now, we could double bottom here on the stochastic. So nothing set in stone. But right now, I'm still set on a sideways Bitcoin, which is going to lead to a few altcoins doing their thing. Not every one of them. But you're just going to see a few, not a few, but I'm saying there's going to be a chosen group of altcoins that decide to go. Hey, man, thanks for the daily analysis. Can you check BLZ and Bitcoin? We will. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. 45 people watching, 31 likes. Can we get the likes up? Well, you know what? I'm just going to keep working so hard that you guys hit that like button. You're going to see why you hit the like button. I'm not even going to talk about it anymore. You're just going to go, okay, I see what this guy's doing. Watch. I'm going to show and prove right now. So check it out. My prediction for Bitcoin in the future. And I mean by probably by mid-April, May, as we get into May, Bitcoin's going to be above $75,000, somewhere in between the $75,000 and $80,000 region, okay? This had to happen. The 3-day was kind of spinning down too as well, right? See that? There's bullish, bearish divergence right there. Any comments on how the XRP lawsuit is going if you follow that? Yes, I do. I do follow the XRP lawsuit. A good thing is a UK regulatory committee said that it's an exchange token. Also, the former head of SEC says Ripple suit is bad. She's saying it's like they have nothing. Former SEC Mary Jo White defends Ripple. This is interesting. I want you to hear this. Where to put money today for quick gains? Any comments We're not about quick gains. We're about getting into the right project and watching it pump. If you want to make some gains, Reef. We're going to talk about Reef. Reef is my next big call. Just like Phantom, I'm making a big call on Reef. SEC is dead wrong. Former chair Mary Jo White defends Ripple in pivotal case. When the Security Admission Field filed a lawsuit in waning days of Trump administration against cryptocurrency Ripple in December, the broader cryptocurrency reacted. It also led to Ripple to deploy some high-profile advocates to defend it in public, including former SEC chair Mary Jo White. She said there's no way to sugarcoat it. They're dead wrong legally and factually. White's opinion should be taken with a grain of salt given her current role as Ripple's attorney. Nonetheless, White's observations are worth noting given her stature as one of the country's top securities lawyers and former U.S. attorney for the powerful Southern District of New York. White has firsthand insight into the politics and process that informed decision-making at the agencies like the SEC, which she led for nearly 4 years during the Barack Obama's second team. So she led it. And she said when a lawsuit takes this long, when the timing of a lawsuit has raised eyebrows, the complaint itself contains damning allegations. Specifically, the SEC claims senior executives, including co-founder Chris Larson and Brad Garlinghouse, have made millions for themselves, even as Ripple failed to find a practical use for digital currency. In the agency's view, Ripple's main goal has been to induce people to buy Ripple as a speculative investment. To make the case, SEC points to the blah, blah, blah. It's a 1946 Supreme Court ruling. It's time we move on with the times, man. This has all been complete FUD, guys, for you guys to buy a lot of Ripple. I'm being honest with you. I sold Ripple only to get in a few projects, and I bought my Ripple back. So, like, I didn't sell Ripple because I ever gave up on it. All right, back into the day and back in what's going on. Apparently, the exchange also went to the SEC. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to get it. So this is my prediction for Bitcoin. I think somewhere, see here, mid-April, April 13th. I'm going to make a call. On April 13th, I believe Bitcoin will do its thing. Now, what's the last time Bitcoin went up on a nice run like that? See how long that took. So that was an 81-day run, okay? Let's see how long this will take. Of course, this goes on top. Love that. 45-day run. All right, let's see how long this one took to go from 29.5 to that $58,000 candle. A month. So that's 30 to 50, right? That's amazing because that's 20 grand on 30 grand, right? So that's 60% gains for Bitcoin, right? Well, it says 93% gains because it went from 30. Yeah, it's actually almost 100% gains. So Bitcoin just has to go up 50% in the next 45 days. I think we can do it, man. I think it's pretty obvious that we're going to get there. So I think I broke down the math and the statistics for you as well as my prediction for Bitcoin. Now, so I'm going to publish this so people can see it. It has the date when I think Bitcoin's going to go. So you hit publish. I published this idea. This will be set in stone on my profile at Crypto Lifer at Remote Chief. So Bitcoin to retrace, but fly to greatness. 75K by mid-April. Mid-May sounds better, but that's what I see happening, man. That's what I see happening. Category, trend analysis, chart patterns, technical indicators, right? Tags, BTC, USDT, and yeah, and we publish that. Oh, I should have said it's long, but I'm neutral because it's going up and down. Up 3% this AM with your Luna call. Thanks, bro. Shout out to everyone who got into Luna. I sent the call out last night. I sat there thinking about it. Let me take a look at Luna. What's going on here? Yeah, shout out if you got it. There's a reason why I got into Luna. I'm going to talk about what I see for Luna, what's going on, and where I see it going. Now, I sent out the call at about 670, 667. We're at 694 now. 694 now. We'll take a look at that call in a second. I just want to see if we can get a I'll also publish this to my billboard because I want people to see it. I'll also send it out to the Twitter. I just want to have a record of this so it's out there, right? Because I'm gonna get rid of it right now in a second. So this idea will float away into nothing, and we'll move on to the next idea. Shout out to everyone here. If you're not in my trading group, please join the trading group. We got testimonials from people that have joined the trading group. Unbelievable. Look at this. Look at this. Started with 2K, took your calls, turned it into 10K, then put it into ETH, around 6 ETH. That will grow because I took your advice, Lifer. Thank you, Jane. Brad on crypto. I 12x my cake. Thanks, Lifer. I've made 14,000 by just following Lifer's calls over Bitcoin, and it took me 3 to 4 days. He is the best. I've made a total of 20,000 by following Lifer's calls within 15 days. This group is gold. This guy, follow a Lifer. I made over 30K on a bait call. And still haven't sold the full bag. I had more good trades with the help from the group. Thank you so much. Yo, so join the trading group. The link is in the description below. Thank you guys so much for all the support. It means the world to me. You guys rock. We're going to copy this. Look, and then we have multiple rooms to keep it nice and neat. I got my billboard where I want to show you my projections like this. So I'm showing you what I think is going to happen for Bitcoin. All right. Now let's look at Bitcoin on a smaller time frame. Is there a trade? Is there something to grab? Is there a slice? Futures, something. So we're a little spent on the 4 hour. I'd watch those futures. Looks like we're going to double top up here. And then we have to retrace too. I don't like what I see right now on Bitcoin on this, for this time frame. Looks like we're going to make another shoulder here. So a little bit of a shoulder, head, right shoulder, but it's that slanted right shoulder pattern. Now we could negate it that we fell out of here. And we're definitely going to at the very least, it looks like we're going to roll off the top of this pattern and come back down here. Probably interact with the 200-day moving average. You can see that's where we start, at least catalyst on the 4 hours, something like this. See how we interact with the 200-day moving average? That's what's about to happen. We're on this dip here. See this dip here. Then we come up. We're coming back down. We're coming back down to touch that 200-day moving average. So look for Bitcoin to come down somewhere into the 46,000 region. So don't be upset when you see Bitcoin coming down to about 47, 46K. Possible short, I guess, on Bitcoin for the day. If you wanted to take some shorts, I would wait for Bitcoin. See what it does here. It might turn, might double top, come down. If it starts to cross this dotted line, I may enter a short, or I'd ladder in 1, 2, and make my third buy into the short and take it down to this area. So possible short on Bitcoin. Even I don't like to short Bitcoin. It's not my thing. It's really not. It's just the only thing I see really viable right now. Also, the 1 hour high in the stochastics. Both of these are telling me that we're coming back down. Okay? Well, I'm trying to fight for one bullish point here. And we do have a shoulder. We do have a head. Do we make a right shoulder? A right shoulder. And can we break on out of this? Okay? That is a bullish pattern that breaks up 68% of the time. What I don't see is the oscillators working in our favor, right? Could we double top up here just to poke out, then go sideways as the stochastics? That is the only plan. So we could double top out here on the 1 hour. That double top could push us out. So I'm giving you a bearish and a bullish. Lately, it's been a little more difficult to trade. The last few days, this is where you don't trade. This is where you watch your trades. You take it easy. It was so easy to make money the last few weeks, and it's going to get so easy again. Why spend time in the chop? That's what I say. Why spend time in the chop? So I bought cake at 13. Should I sell at 15? That's a crazy question. That's a loaded question. I don't really want to tell you what to do. So, yeah. Okay. All right. Coinbase is going to go public. That's a big deal. We're going to throw that up in the news. We're going to talk about that in a second. All right. So Bitcoin came just bounced back hard. Let's look at Bitcoin in the 15-minute now. What do we see? So in the last hour, Bitcoin came down to 48,000. Ripped back all the way to 52. Bounced off of this moving average here at 50,000. And then came all the way up basically for another $1,000 move. So right here. Okay, here's the trade. We got a small trade, and this actually coincides with the idea that we may break out of this inverted head and shoulder and at least get out of the pattern. So I showed you a bearish scenario in the long term, but there's a possible chance that Bitcoin does what it wants to do, does something different. Let's take a look right here. We're curving back up. The daily already suggests, though, kind of the bigger picture, right? So don't get caught up in the hype if we pump up to 56K, So take a look here. We're coming down. There we are, oversold on the 1 hour. We're getting very close to, on the 15-minute. We're getting close to that. Had you made a trade here, oversold, boom, you went up to the upside, right? Had you made a trade right here, a little up and a little up. So you always get something. I'm not telling you get it all, but what I like here too is we look at our resistance points now. So you have some resistance here and some resistance here. So I'm going to break it down. This is what I would do. This is how I trade. I trade the same way over and over again. I find a bullish pattern. Okay. Is the price making a bullish pattern? Is my first question. I say, yeah, it is, because that's like a falling wedge bull flag. Okay. I take a measured move because I want to see what I can get out of the trade. I want to see what I have to risk for my reward. I want to make sure my risk reward is a lot better. Let's zoom into this. I forgot to hit the zoom in button. And let's move it around a little bit to where you guys can see what I'm doing. So measured move, right? Bam to bam, like that. Now, a little below that resistance line. So we could say we might even creep back up to resistance. Sometimes we get to resistance from the measured move, right? Anyway, I might take profit still at this top level here at $54,000. So here's a possible trade for Bitcoin. You're going to look at the MACD, and look, it's doing this where it might actually curve up to the upside. You know, we might see a curve in another green hill. We're going to watch that closely, but I'm getting that feeling of a curve up. See how it's curving like that and not pointed down? It's telling me, and also stochastics beat the MACD. I tell you that, guy. I tell you that all the time, guys, right? Stochastics beat the MACD. Also, if I took this point to this point, it's not really, no hidden bullish divergence, but there's slight hidden bullish. Slight, very little. So there's your trade for Bitcoin. There's a chance we do pop back up. So what I do here is I buy right now, and I put a stop loss. And again, don't do anything I do on this channel. None of this is financial advice. This is all for speculative and entertainment purposes only. But I put a stop loss right here. Shout out to everyone. Thank you, whoever just hit me up. Let me see what that was. Bitcoin, check your 1 hour bar pattern from January 7th through February. Then overlay that with where we are now. It's interesting. How can I put up the MACD? Don't forget to unstake B-Day for the B-Day. Yeah, I'll show you guys how much time is left. There was 16 hours last night. It actually might be done. Let's take a look real quick. To unstake your B-Day, if anyone you guys are holding B-Day, I'm just going to give you the countdown because there's an actual countdown counter, and I can show you the countdown of the B-Day. I got out last night. Thank you for reminding me. I made sure to get out last night of my stake because I don't want to get slammed, right? So take a look. If we look at their Medium, you go to their blog. They all have a nice blog connected to Medium, and they write good blogs as well. They do. I'm just showing you guys the Bitcoin trade real quick. It's actually like I gotta center this differently. There we go. Just want to show this real quick. The B-Day holder for, you know, you hit read more here. They hit that little read more, you know. It's like, oh, well, there's more. And you keep coming, and then you're going to see the B-scan countdown right here. There's 1 hour left to get out of B-Day. There's 1 hour and 24 minutes. So you best believe you get out of your B-Day. So you can get the B-Gift. It's going to be one of the first assets where you just kind of acquire your rewards without having to stake them. We've never even seen something like this. So Andy B, it's too late to get the airdrop. No, I just showed you guys there's time left. There's time left. Only 9 likes. No, we got 40 likes. 40 likes. Maybe just refresh your page. So take a look. We're looking at Bitcoin right now, and I believe Bitcoin could get all the way up here on this small trade to 54,000 from where we're at. You put a stop loss here at the bottom of the pattern. So if we break down or continue down, you come out. So here's the idea for a trade. Here's my idea for the trade. Here's my idea. So this is what I see. I can't stand this stuff, man. Come on. Like, it's Windows, man. Windows loves to like get fancy for you, but it's like, dude, chill out. Come on. I don't got time. I don't got time for this. All right, check it out. Now it's going extra wide. I don't know. Anyway, so this is what you would do. You enter Bitcoin now, or wait for it to come to the bottom of the pattern one last time if you have the BLZs. But look, wait for the 15-minute to get low and just make a 15-minute trade. Look, it's simple. Pick your time frame and stick to it. If the stochastics are low here and you got in, you would have made a nice gain. Here's another one, tinier gain. Had to watch that one. This one, and then what you do is you just get out when the stochastics come to the top. Don't dream, don't love. So get in when they're low, get out when they're high on the 15-minute.
It's kind of a simple idea, all right? You do that over and over again in a bull run, you're going to be profitable. All you have to do is find one system and stick to it. You find my system, and this is one of my many systems, right? I'm not saying that's exactly what I do every time. So here's the buy zone. There's the stop loss. Here's where you want to take profit. I'm going to make it a little big because we don't know how much momentum we'll get. Okay, so here's a trade for Bitcoin. Right now, and we're going to put this out. And I'll make a futures trade. I'll make a live futures trade. Okay. At the end though, because I don't want to, I'll have to flip on the VPN. So this is what I see for Bitcoin just on the small time frames. Don't forget about the bigger time frames. I showed you kind of where we're going. 75K, it's going to take till April. We went over the bigger, the smaller. This is my picture here for Bitcoin. So if you want to get into Bitcoin, this is the idea. You know, if you want to be real nice, go to the 1 minute. Wait for the 1 minute and the 15 minute to both get down here. I call that a 1 to 5 lock-in. Okay. Try to get the 30 minute down there too. You know, if you get those three pretty close, low on the Stokes, there's a high chance you're going to have a good trade. Okay. Remember, we're high on the 1 hour, so you're just hoping the 1 hour double tops in there, which is going to give you that little bit of space. Okay. You're also looking at this idea, which is our neckline here, and we have an inverted head and shoulder, right? So we're playing on this idea that this breaks out 68% of the time. So we have a little probability in our favor. We have an inverted head and shoulder. You see that? Okay. And if we take the neckline, which is about there to like the price, we swing it over, it kind of coincides pretty close to the same area we found here with the poles. So, you know, but don't be greedy. Remember to get out. This target isn't as important as when the Stokes get high in that 15 minute. When the Stokes get high in the 15 minute, that's where you're going to be getting out of this trade. All right. So there's the trade for Bitcoin. Okay. We're going to post that to my group. It's up to people if they want to take it or not. We're going to send it out to Twitter. And there you go. Bitcoin USDT chart. Are you stacking cake? Of course I'm stacking cake. I haven't left Pancake Bunny Finance ever, man. And I don't plan on it. All right. So, yeah. The answer is yes. The answer is a hard mudda effing yeah. Muda boodin yeah. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. All right. All right. Let's get into the Bitcoin dominance now. Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance. These are what you have to go over. So we gave you a long-term prediction for Bitcoin. We spent a nice 30 minutes on Bitcoin. That's what most people do at the beginning of the day, and then they're done. I do even more than that. All right. We go even harder. This is the community we want to build. People with strong mind, strong hands. No weak hands. Diamond hands, baby. Crypto diamond hand lifers. Should have changed the name of this to diamond hand trading, honestly. What is a diamond hand? Well, if you can hold coal long enough, so tight in your hands with all the pressure that you can turn it into a diamond, they call you diamond hand. So if you can hold your stock, if you can hold your coin until you're in the gold, until you're in the green, you have diamond hands. And I've been able to hold, I've taken 4-year trades that I've been down for 3 years straight. And on the 4th year, I've made 200, 400, 500, 600%. That paid up. That was 100% a year, right? But for 4 years, I was down in the dumps. I could have beaten myself up. That's how you have diamond hands, man. The more you trade, the bigger your stack. The bigger your stack, the more you can hold. The more you can hold, the more you can turn unprofitable trades into profitable trades. And then, you know, that was when I really didn't know TA2 and I went through a lot of stuff. Now, I've been through it all now. Now the TA kind of helps me through it all. So we have a rounded bottom, possibly for Bitcoin dominance. Looks like we can go sideways for a little while longer. And that's good for the altcoins too, as Bitcoin kind of tries to find its way. It's going to be choppy trading for the next few weeks. I'll be honest. You know, you could even just take the next few weeks off and wait for everything to reset and get in when things start to rip again. But you want a dollar cost average in on these lows. You want to take advantage of these lows. Now, what I see right here, 4 hours coming up, doesn't have a lot of momentum. I know we're still low and we could come up. So there's still room on the stochastics. So this could come. Let's look at our support and resistance lines. Now, Bitcoin dominance gets back up to 73. We're going to have a horrible sell-off in the altcoins. Do I see that happening? I really don't. Honestly, this is what I see. I almost feel like extending this. Something like that. We could even just use these 2 points. And I believe we're going to continue down here. continue down here. I think we're going to come up. We could even double bottom here. I've seen high double bottoms right in that level. So watch the stochastics on this level. We're going to zoom in here. Are we curving down? We are. See, we have a curve to the downside here. That's a good sign. Lack of momentum. Lack of momentum, right? A little bit of bearish divergence because look, swing down to swing down on the stochastics. But we swung up to swung up here. Kind of came down. It's a little bearish divvy showing itself. Yeah. So as long as we don't break above the 200-day moving average right here, this is my line. I'm going to watch Bitcoin dominance at 63.10. We break 63.10. Put an alert on this. So I'm going to put an alert on this line. We break 63.10. I'll tell everyone, hey, watch your alts. We're kind of moving up here. That will be my indication. Continue anyway. So yeah, that could come up, and I want to see if that breaks. All right. I want to see if that breaks. If we hit that and we come back down, it tells me that this is more what we're going to see. Now let's look at the daily for it as well. The daily's high, which I like because Bitcoin is low on the Stokes, right? But the daily is high. And also this is, yeah, I like what we're seeing, man. We're curving down on the daily. This is setting up for some altcoin magic. So I think the next 2-3 weeks, as Bitcoin goes sideways, we're going to see the altcoins kind of start to rip again. But it's going to be a select different few. You're going to have to kind of know which ones. You're going to have to watch out. You're going to have to be kind of watching it close. We'll take a look at Binance right now and show you the biggest winners, just so you guys can get a handle of what's going on in the markets, right? Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I'm referring to the idea of repeating patterns, fractals, when you can get an idea of what might happen based on the behavior in the past. Lifer talks about this sometimes. No, I talk about it all the time. All the time. I tried to buy some fractal, but didn't make the cut. How soon can we buy it publicly? That's hilarious. Where did you go to stake B-Day? At birthdaycake.finance. But you don't want to stake right now. You want to be out so you can get the B gift sent to you. We're going to get free B gift and an airdrop. 1-to-1 ratio too. 1-to-1 airdrops are sweet. It's like doubling your money. Shout out to 56 people watching. Can we get the likes to the watchers though, please? Come on. It's just not the lifer way. Shout out to the Cuban Surfer. If you want me to go over one of your tickers or do something in depth, send me a super chat. We already had 2 people send a super chat. Jesse B and Kid Kadai. Thank you so much. Everyone that sends a super chat, you'll be entered to win $100 at the end of March. So if you do super chats, I'm going to find out who you are because I have a list of all of you. And so anyone who enters a super chat, you'll be listed to win $100 at the end of March. So keep the super chats coming in. You never know. You might put a $10 super chat. You might have made yourself $90. So Matic and Uni are already going for it. Yeah, they are. Let's take a look at what's going on, man. What is an airdrop? An airdrop is when you hold a coin, but the people that created the coin, the programmers, give you a reward of yet another coin for holding that coin. And that coin actually produces value. Pretty interesting, to say the least. People that don't know what airdrops are missing out. So please get yourself into the airdrop game. Okay. You can buy B-Day right now. You have like literally, you have, how much time do you have, man? We went over it, but it's like you literally have what? Where is it? Cool. So check it out. IOST got sold off. We got a lot of sell-offs, man. We did. Uni stake. Interesting. Let's look at the Binance exchange. Let's look at the markets. Do you have to unstake your B-Day to get the airdrop? You do. You do have to unstake. So the sell-off to 88, phantom sell was 88. That was the high. I believe that's where it's going to stop. It was at 14. We went to 88. A beautiful trade. Shout out to everyone who got into phantom with me. All right. I talked about it. I planned it. We held it. We were up 500. We were down only up 200 at the beginning. It kind of had a shaky move up and down. But if you had held it as long as I had held it, and it only took 2 weeks, you made yourself over 400% gains. Actually, about 500% gains because we got in about 13. Let's do the math. It went to 88. So if you took my call, I got in at $13. 88 divided by 13. This was 2 weeks ago. 6.7x. So we did a 6x. I put $2,000 into the trade. Turned it into $13,005. I did not sell the top, so I didn't do that. But I turned it into about $8,000. So shout out to anyone who took the phantom call with me. Bam, we nailed it. We nailed it. Yet another beautiful call in the trade. Now, if you didn't know how to get the call, if you're still new, let me show you. You join my Telegram group. From there, you go to the pinned messages in the first group. Once you hit the pinned messages, you scroll up a little bit, and you're going to see here, join this group for the calls and charts only. Bam, that's going to take you to this room with the call and the charts are only, which is beautiful. It's just charts, nothing else, okay? Nothing else. And I'm trying to find you that phantom trade, but it was probably so long ago. But I'm showing you how you can basically take our calls. We have people showing you the ins and outs. This is extremely intricate. Look at this. My buddy did a lot of heavy work on this. So 1 minute tutorial. First warning sign of a reversal, right? Second warning sign of a reversal. Exit the trade here, walk away, or open a short. If you have not exited, you must exit now. The death cross occurs. Then it happens. So, and this is the 1 minute because it happens in the 1 minute throughout the day, but this is how the daily works. So you want to study this type of stuff. And this is in my charts and calls only, man. It's all in here. It's all in here. We got a reef call. We're staying on this reef call. We have not left. It takes a month or two to make some heavy gains. A uni call that's blowing up as someone suggested right now. Okay? Aave, Cake, BUSD. Let's look. We got a Doge call going right now. I like where Doge is sitting. Okay? I like what I see. Look, Qdom. We were on Qdom before it blew up. GRT. I keep pushing GRT. One of my calls I keep talking about. February 17th. Yeah, so we made this call on Phantom, man. And look how many calls have gone by since then. I mean, I can't explain it. Like, so much of this has happened. So much of it. Almost every single one of these calls. ADA. Getting in an ADA. Look at it. Just take a random call here. How about Bitcoin USDT? We're making the call here at 47K. You would have gotten the run up all the way to 58,000 right here. This trade would have got you in to begin with. Whether you wanted to sell or not, it would have been up to you. So shout out to everyone who joins in. Shout out to all the people that jump in here. I only have like 3 or 4 other traders that are allowed to post their charts. But shout out to you guys who do post your charts. I super appreciate it. We got into Bake. We looked at Bake here. It was at 40 cents. It went all the way to $3. That turned into a 7X. This right here turned into 7X if you've taken the call. I can't get over how much has happened. Okay? I can't get over how many of these calls have exploded. I'm still looking for that phantom call because I have OCD. And I really want to show you the phantom call because it was beautiful. It was beautiful. There it is right there. There it is right there. I found it. What day? And I even show you my trade. And look, I even talk about it. I say I just opened a position in Phantom February 8th. I put an 898 position and a $1,000 position in at about 14.14 even. All right. I thought I went at 13, but I went at 14.14. I misspoke. I'm sorry about that. But regardless, and you can see buy zone, stop loss. This never hit the stop loss, and this continued to rip past that 33 sell zone and continued to rip. So honestly, it came up to 30, 40, 37, 45, came back to 40, 37 for a sell, for a buy, and boom. But I'm just proving to you guys that if you join my channel, if you're in my group, you're going to be making some serious gains. We've proven ourselves at this point numerous times, and we will continue. I will continue to do so. I will continue to do so. A move that I'm about to make, I'm going to be selling Litecoin to get into Cardano. Okay, Cardano starting to move. This is a call we had for Cardano. Look, in the wedge, break out of the wedge. Look for Cardano to get to 169. Anyone who took this call, because I put this call out into the group. Anyone who took this call, shout out to you because we were already in Cardano. Matic doing its thing. Hey, Lifer, your Patreon VIP is a different group. Yeah, Patreon VIP is just for people who want to give me some love, man. Like, come on. Like, in there I do more exclusive things. Every once in a while I do more exclusive things. Going to do a Phantom, both scaling solutions. Matic is going to do a Phantom, both scaling solutions for Ethereum. So shout out to everyone jumping in on Matic. So Matic is now got some talk about it doing what Phantom was doing. And that's why we're going to see some big movement. Let's take a look at Total and Total 2. Every day we go over Bitcoin, Bitcoin dominance, the dollar index, Total and Total 2. We've gone over Bitcoin. We've gone over Bitcoin dominance. We did not go over Total 2. And I want you guys to understand why it's super important you go over these things. It's kind of like making your bed in the morning. Now, this is what I see happening for Total 2. I think we hit that 1.7 trillion level, and then we got to cool off. Then we came back down to 1.2, lost $5 billion, $500 billion, unbelievable. We leveling back up, But so far, we're following my projection to a T, which is pretty creepy. Pretty creepy, but look, it's hitting my projection exactly. And where did I get this? I just got it from here. I just doubled it and swung it over here. That's all. Nothing crazy. Even right there, it's the same pattern here. I made it small and it still fits. It's the same exact pattern. Over and over again. I proved it by putting this pattern on there, and I didn't even take it from this one. I took it from this one. So anyway, this is what I see happening for Bitcoin, man. Because this is the total market cap. And Bitcoin has about 60% of it. So we're going to go sideways for the next, for most of March. Halfway through March. March is a crappy month for trading. It really is. You could take March off most years. I'm not saying that. There's probably going to still be some big gains. Like Matic. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. There's still going to be coins moving. And we're going to find them. We're going to find the coins. But eventually, once we break out of that, look for us to go to $2.4 trillion. Once we're in the $2.4 trillion, it's a wrap. Anyone who got in now, Crypto24, I see Fractal went public this AM. How about the results of PayPal crypto launch and its effect on Litecoin? I mean, it's an amazing thing. I think it's big on Litecoin. I think it's going to make Litecoin more, more futuristic in a way. But what does Litecoin really do? It's a payment mechanism. It's not that amazing, right? I was going to make a call. We're going to sell Litecoin, me and my family, to buy more ADA. We're going to sell the past to get into the future. It makes more sense to me. To me, that's the look. That's what I would like to do. But this is total. So I think we're going to go sideways and then boom up. And this is with the health of the entire market. Now, total is low on the daily. I like to see that. But the 3-day was getting high. We have to come down. So that tells me this makes sense. That as this comes down, we will go sideways. Here's another time we went down here. We went sideways. See? Here's another time we went down. And that was the last correction for Bitcoin on the 3-day. So every time these stocks come down, the 3-day has a bit of a correction. What I like is it's not that high. So this correction could be a little slimmer than this one. Is kind of, but you never know. So I'm just showing you guys, look. And you don't understand what I'm saying. I'm talking about the stochastic RSI here, down here. So total, that's what I see for total. Daily still looks good. So we're going to have, the daily looks good. So that tells us for the next week, prices are going to be going up. Things are going to be looking good. Money's going to be flowing in. But then they're going to be a little funny. We're going to come up here. Then we're going to get a sell-off again, maybe in 2 weeks. So just watch, man. Just watch. This is what they do every time. They get everyone excited in here. They get a bunch of newbies in again. Then they wreck all those people. Then they buy in on the low. They wreck all those people. They buy in on the low. And then they pump the price on the mega pumps. And they get their big money because they got in on the lows again. And they repeat this process over and over again. Tumbling their money in here, out here, in here, out here, in here. And so on and so forth, right? And I'm starting to figure out this algorithm. And I'm getting closer. And soon I'm going to have ways to trade these perfectly. Like, and we actually are doing it, we're doing it, but I'm going to get even better at it, if you can believe that, even better at it, by using these pattern projections with pattern recognition, with my trading system and my risk management, all kind of melded together. And that's why it's great to get a tutoring session from me, because I'll build this whole picture for you one-on-one, and you'll really understand what's happening. I see the same thing here for total too. It's going to follow suit. We went all the way up to the high at $700 billion. Came back to $500 billion, $573 billion now coming up. And look, top of the pattern, bottom of the pattern. This is telling us the daily. How much does the daily, once the daily comes up in the Stokes, and there's no saying like, I'm not saying we can't continue to some bigger places, right? But you see that same pattern, inverted head and shoulder there that we saw in Bitcoin. So everything kind of looks the same. I'm going with that daily. I like what I see on the daily. Let's take a look at what we see for the next few. You see the 4 hours high. Tells you that we may see some downside in these coins. We may see some downside in these coins. May want to test this 200-day moving average one more time as it makes this pattern. Might even be making more of a falling wedge here like this. When I make my pattern projections, like they can't be, I don't know exactly how they're going to be until they're over, right? So we could be making this too, this falling wedge, which I think is even more plausible because the 4 hour tells us, and look how long the 4 hour takes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's about 2 days. So it looks like we're going to get a dump Thursday, Friday, maybe into Saturday. By that point, we could have a reset on this, and then this will coincide with the daily. And then we're going to get like a couple weeks of goodness. right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe 10, 12 days of just loveliness. And then we're going to kind of stay up here, like we said, and then reset again. So it shows that we're going to get about 2 weeks. And then we're going to have 2 weeks of pain, kind of sideways, but it's not going to be too bad. Most of the pain already happened. I don't see a bigger drop like this. The big drop always comes first, and then we kind of mellow off. The drop first, and we mellow off. So we made it through, guys, the bigger drop. So I'm going to kind of tell you, yeah, there will be some up and downs. It's not going to be the easiest trading for the next couple weeks. There's going to be some in and outs. It's not going to be like it was a few weeks ago, but we're getting ready for another big run up in late March into April. So just get ready for March. I've already warned you. I've already prepared you. And we'll be there for you every step of the way. So thank you guys so much for watching this and kind of getting into my prediction. Hit the like for the lifer. Thank you guys so much for being here, man. Hey, lifer, is your Patreon a VIP? A different group. It is a different group. Yeah, then the Telegram, yes, it's a completely different group. Yes. Okay, what exactly should I do? Stake B-Day? No, you don't want to stake B-Day. You want to take it out and leave it on your MetaMask. Leave it on your MetaMask. Can't see your face. Better. He's funny. I was like, damn, that was late. Okay, where are these comments, man? Where are these tickers? 50 people watching. Shout out to the tickers. Let's get some tickers. This is ticker time now. We went over Bitcoin dominance. Now it's when now this is when I work for you. This is when I work for you guys. Now you have a free analyst waiting here. It's like a shoe shine guy. Waiting to shine your shoes. I'm waiting to shine your charts. Well done. Love your stream. Any thoughts on Chill's NFTs? I see a lot of potential. Neo, here they come. Let's get into Neo. I do like Chills. Let's take a look at Chills in the chart. Then we'll get into Neo, and we'll continue to keep it moving. So NEO. So guys, I just gave you Bitcoin dominance. Another cool thing to look at too is Tether dominance. Just take a look at Tether dominance because it shows you how much money's flowing in and out of Tether, right? Double bottom on Tether dominance. Doesn't want to come up to the top. It's going to be choppy. For the most part, it's in a horrible downtrend, just like the dollar. And no one wants to be in Tether. You're only in Tether when you want to kind of get in and out or make a trade. And then you want to get back into your Bitcoin or whatever you got. So let's take a look at what's going on. Wow, you guys were listening because, wow, the tickers came in. BLZ, Bitcoin, please, Neo. So the first thing we're going to look at is Neo. Remember, if you want your super chat done first or faster, if you want your symbol done first or faster, you can always send in a super chat by all means. Don't be shy. Okay, so check it out. Neo. What I see happening for Neo on the daily is what I see happening for a lot of other coins. And I showed you that it looks actually promising for the next few days. So it looks like alts are going to rip. So get ready to take some runs in the altcoins because it looks like Bitcoin's going to go sideways. And it's going to allow these altcoins to do something beautiful. So I see hidden bullish divergence. Swing up to swing up on the price action. So you take this low to this low. You swing it to the upside. Tells me that the price will continue. This trend will continue. That's what it tells you. The trend will continue. So let me zoom in there if that's like not fully understood. See this? And then the oscillator. Swing up to, you have the oscillator doing the same type of thing. Swing down. So from this low, you can even put an Alt V there if it takes you a second to find those. Make sure you're hitting at the same points. And look, swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down. Tells me that the trend will continue. So I like what I see for Neo, and it's low on the daily. So now you look for a better entry on the 4 hour. 4 hours high. It's making the same pattern. So I'm telling you that for the next 2 days, looks like alts will be hard. But by Saturday, the 4 hour and the daily are going to be set. And it's going to be beautiful times. Now, you could still scale in right now, because we don't know exactly. You could still scale in. And right now, I'm doing a lot of scaling in. I'm making sure that I'm never buying too much at once. So right now, if you want a $2,000 position in Neo, you buy 400 once. You buy 400 twice. Look at the 1 hour. 1 hour wants to reset. Wait for the 1 hour to reset. Take a nibble. Make sure every time you make a buy, I don't care what, it could be the 1 hour, it could be the 4 hour. The daily, make sure you're buying down here though, low on the Stokes. As long as you're doing that, you're protecting yourself from a momentumous move to the downside. It's highly unlikely, and I could backtest this for you. It actually doesn't happen, okay? So look. Now, you're the only person, if you put a stop loss too close, or you get too scared and you can't hang. Like if you get this low stoke here, you might have bought in at 14, and look, it did come back down to 13. So you were down 114, okay? And that's another reason why you want to look for at least look for the double hill. And we call this divergence. Swing down to swing down, but it's pretty flatlined. So this is a more of an angle, but it's flatlined on the RSI, right? So if I were to put the RSI and coincide with that, you'd see that the RSI and this end up not coinciding. So swing down to swing down. This does, no, it doesn't really swing down even if I brought my lines thick. And that's basically a flatter line. And even if you took this to infinity, and this line to infinity, it would be divergence. That's where you want to get in to a trade, okay? That's how I use this to make a trade. And it's called divergences. I buy the second hill. The second hill. These are beautiful entries, okay? You could even see this one on the daily, okay? Let's take a look at BLZ Bitcoin. And a lot of the coins are going to look the same. I kind of gave you what's going to happen, right? Obviously, they're going to be in different positions in different places. But let's take a look at BLZ for Bitcoin. I like BLZ. Was looking at BLZ ever since it was 3 cents when it first came out. In basically April or May, I started trading BLZ. It's one of my bigger holdings in that time before we had the massive August sell-off. So this is what I see for this. I see something like this. It seems like we're forming a bigger wedge too. Like it's going to follow Bitcoin a little bit. But we'll see. Again, the daily Stokes are pointing up. And now they're getting across the dotted line. Yes, we could still double bottom here. But I like what I'm seeing. And again, what was your entry? Your entry. Swing down to swing down. Or you could even take this. This point to this point is a downtrend. This point to this point was an uptrend. That's hidden bullish divergence. And look, boom, you buy on hidden bullish divergence. The price goes to the upside. I'm telling you, it's one of the greatest things you can do. Well done. Love your stream. Any thoughts on Chill's NFTs? Neo, can you look at Profi, please? Never heard of Profi. BLZ. So I will look at Profi, but I just never heard of it. I never heard of it. Also, in my trading system, I look for divergences. I look for bullish patterns. Is the price in a bullish pattern? Well, let's take a look at the 4 hour. It has to be in a falling wedge of sorts. Actually, you know what? Look at this for BLZ. Where's my bullish pattern? It's a shoulder, it's a head, and it's a right shoulder. So yeah, the price is in a bullish pattern. And a lot of times the head and shoulder can be a slanted pattern. I've seen it slanted many times. Okay? Then you're going to get swing down to swing down here on the price. If we boom that back up to the right side, that's our target for BLZ. All the way here at about 70. 27, I'm sorry. At about 27. About to be like 70. But that's a nice gain, 18 to 27, right? So that's something I kind of see happening. We're also interacting with the 200-day moving average. I discuss this a lot, and I bring that up as a place where the price likes to begin its new uptrend. Look at the last time we interacted with the 200-day moving average. You could backtest everything I teach you and find it to be true right here. This is a similar thing. The fall down. Look, I'm going to show you this. This pattern is very similar. It's the slanted head and shoulder, even though it's hard to see. You probably only can see it on the 1 hour. Check this out. But anyway, see where we start to interact with the 200-day moving average? That's the catalyst for the next move to the upside. Here we interact with the catalyst with the 200-day, and we're up to the upside. On the 1 hour, we need to get above it. So right now, it's acting as resistance. You can see it's the top of this trend line. Once we break above it on the 1 hour, it'll become new support. Just like here. We're right here, guys. We're in the same kind of scenario. I'll show it to you. And this is a sloppy inverted head and shoulder. Really hard to see. We're going to zoom in here because it's really hard to see. But you can see, look, shoulder, head, right shoulder. Let me label it for you if you have a hard time understanding. And this stuff is insanity, I know, but it's there, guys. And look, that's a 68% chance of a break to the upside. We take our length of the head to the head to the neckline. We come up. Coincides with this closing here of that candle. And look, that's where people took some profits. We did get a wick there. Hard to see, but you can see we got a wick there. Right there. So people did take profits there. Amazing, right? That's what we're about to do. And then once we break above the 200, we test it, and then we're gone. So if we go to the future now, you can see we're just in a larger version of the same thing. We need to break above the 200. Come. We'll bounce on it, and then that will be new support and the catalyst to break ourselves on out of this. So I like what we're seeing. 1 hour needs to reset on the stochastic. Okay? Does have some more momentum to go. We're getting a MACD cross, but I tell you, when the stochastics are this high, it's not the greatest place to be, all right? Now, the 4 hour also up high. Looks like it's doing a double bottom though, and that could be the catalyst to at least break us out. Now, the 4 hour is already above the 200-day moving average, but it's still the same idea here. We came up, and now we're getting above it. And look, I can show you, once we get above the 200-day, that's your catalyst. So this would be a nice accumulation period for BLZ. It's a nice accumulation for BLZ. So there's your BLZ. ADA is moving. Yes, it is. Reef and Luna. Let's take a look at Reef and Luna. Luna is my call I gave out earlier at 678. Let's see how Luna is doing. Let's take a look at Luna. You know, I've seen Luna pump on some craziness. I've never traded Luna, so I traded it today. It'll be my first Luna trade. Let's take a look at Luna. Okay. So what do we see right now? The 4 hour is low on the stochastics and pointing to the upside. We haven't seen that. All the other coins, the 4 hour was high. Okay. So that's one reason why I like this trade at 670. It's now at 695. So I put the call out at 678 last night. You're already up. You're already up from the buy. Not a huge amount, but you're up 20 cents on 67. $6.70. Not huge, right? 67 would be 10%. So you're up about 3%. Now, what do I see happening for this? Let's take a look. Form this giant bowl area thing. Funny little bowl. And honestly, to me, there's your cup, right? There's your cup. There's your handle. So funny I didn't see this at first. You know, I don't always see everything. There's your cup and handle, guys. Retested the area. You can even put it in a bigger, and then as I showed you before, sometimes you have these like triple double handles. We saw this with Cake before Cake really decided to rip. And just like being affected by the Bitcoin chop, in my opinion, But in the long run, we're just forming a new trend with higher lows. So all we need to do is break this higher high here at 756. We break that. That's going to be our catalyst to continue to the upside. And then look, we're going to be in price discovery yet again for this. Okay. Now I'll look at it a different way for you as well. This is in a channel. Okay. It's in a rising wedge. See that? A beautiful rising wedge, almost an ascending triangle. It's at the bottom here. Look for it to break to the top, to 764. That's just a pattern trade. You could trade this pattern from the bottom to the top of the pattern, and we're on our way. Look, top, bottom. You just trade patterns the way you see them. That's how pattern trading works. And you know what? It's like, hey, it's going to stay and do what it does until it doesn't. And that's the idea here. So here's the trade for Luna. Really good place to buy, close to the bottom of this area. So I still think you could get in here on the trade, even though it's a little late. This is where my perfect buy zone is. If you miss it, you could look for the retest, which means it'll break back out and come back down here. So we could see price do something like this. Come to the upside, might come back down. You might snatch a buy, come up, might come, it doesn't always retest, but there's a good chance it could. There's a good chance it could. So here's my prediction for Luna. My projection and my prediction. I look at the 4 hour, which is a very good strong time frame. I see that we have the MACD turning in the pink. I see that we have a double bottom on the stochastics and we're pointing up. I see we have a double bottom here on the RSI. I also talk about the RSI being below 50, ready to rock. It is. We're at about, or near 50, below 50. It's at 52. And you don't need to get much more lower than 50 in a bull run. It's also in this bit of a wedge. Also a little bit of cup here. As you can see, even on the RSI, it's got a bit of a cup. Swing cup. These are the signs. So I say, is the price in a bullish pattern? This is my checklist. Yes. Is the price at the bottom of the pattern? Yes. Okay. All right. Is the MACD turning bullish? Yes. Is the blue line turning curving towards the red line? Yes. Okay. I'll zoom in for you if you don't understand what I'm saying. the blue line curving towards the red line. Is the RSI in a bullish pattern, forming in a bullish way and not overbought? We don't want to get up here. Is it close to oversold or at least near 50? Yes. My checklist is starting to make sense. Unbelievable, right? Then I also go, is the stochastics in a bullish way? Below the dotted line or at least forming up? And this is double bottomed and on its way to the upside. Are there any divergences? Swing down to swing down while the swing up. Yeah, a little bit of bearish divergence there, but not really if we took the wick from the action. And right here, we're pretty flat on. The stochastics and the price seem pretty spot on together. Yeah. If anything, there was hidden bullish divergence right here, which can be a catalyst for a bigger move later on. Like, it tells me that the trend will continue. So yeah, you may have missed the initial pump off the hidden bullish. And again, swing down to swing down on the price. Swing up to swing up. I'll put my line below there just to show you. And I'll change, I don't want to change the color, but you see what I'm saying? That is hidden bullish divergence. Tell you that the trend will continue. So now we're getting confirmation that the trend will continue for Luna. So watch Luna. It's only a matter of time. It's looking very, very nice on my checklist. It has everything that I go for, okay? Now, the sell zone is if you just want to get out. You really want to take some profits. But there's no way telling that this may continue way past the sell zone, okay? It may. And bullish patterns, things. But this is also a place where it probably will at least do another flag. And you could sell, and maybe a couple hours later, however bullish it is, it'll be smaller time frame that you can get back in. They can't decide ETH will go to 10K, 20K, or 50K. Today, most of the crypto YouTubers speak about ETH. I believe ETH is going to do great things. I see ETH going past 37. Yeah, between 30 and 50K. It is hard to say exactly where ETH is going to go. Let's take a look at, wow, 66 people watching. Let's get 58 likes. Can we get to 100 likes today? Can you guys get us up to 100 likes? Let's get the like farm going. Do you have to unstake your B-Day? Yeah. Luna, I'm happy I jumped in the market now. Up 7% in 3 hours. You rocked it, Lifer. Look at that, man. Sup, Lifer? Von Deer taking another call. Ismatic, yo, you take a lot of my calls. You stay tuned, man. You're in the, you're doing the right thing. You know, is Matic going to do an FTM, both scaling solutions for ETH? I think it will. Hey, Lifer, is your Patreon a different group now? Yes, it is. Okay, Gains, Dejan, Neo. Okay, Ada is moving. Reef and Luna. Let's take a look at my Reef call now. So here's a call for Luna. We're going to place this into my group. Let's take a look at the daily. The daily is also extremely low on the stochastics, guys. So when the daily is resetting in your favor, when the 4 hour and the daily are both low on the stochastics RSI, it's telling you that there's a big move coming for Luna. You hold Luna for 2 to 3 weeks. I'm telling you right now, I believe you're going to be a very happy person. So shout out to anyone who's going to take this call, who already took the call in at 678. We're going to send it out to the tweets. If you follow me at CryptoLifer33, then you just got a free tweet sent to you. And you'll be like, yo, thank you, Crypto Lifer. I'm going to take that call. Anyway, let's paste this into the groups and charts only. Luna, USDT. Let me show you something. Say you missed this. Say there's a bunch of calls. Say you're not sure. Go here to the search button. Hit Luna. Okay? Man, hit this. It's going to take you to the chart. So that's why I put the name in there. You'll be able to find this chart. Here's my call for Luna. Bam, and I can't explain why I came across my radar. I can't explain why I focus on certain coins, but I do. 67% for Unify. I talked about Unify a lot last week. Prom up 41%. Unify up to $38 though. Phantom coming back for more at 79. Damn, this thing may not be done. We'll have to take a look. It may be doing that retest that we were talking about. Some double-digit coins, not big. You know, usually we have 100. You know, so not huge, but good enough. CTSI doing its thing. Cody doing its thing. Anchor, Ava, Keeper, Troy, SRM, Chili's, STMX, Wabi, NFT, MFT back in the game. Let's take a look at MFT. Someone was in that for a while. I want to see how that trade ended up going with the up and downs. SNX finally making a bit of a move, up 10%. ADA up 8% on BNB. HBAR. So we're seeing some BNB pairs taking over the game. ICX. Okay, and that's it. Not huge gains, but we're seeing things okay. Let's take a look at CoinMarketCap and see what's going on with that. With the old CoinMarketCap. What we're also due to is I'd like to take a look at the Fear and Greed Index for you guys, even though I don't know if it's the greatest thing yet at this point, but it's all we have to go with, and it's, you know, it does reset. Wow, greed's still at 79. We're still in extreme greed, but we probably could be here for a year or two at this point, in my opinion. Maybe it will reset down into this area when Bitcoin does that last little drop and people get scared. We'll see. Cryptocurrency market. Bitcoin down 2% in the last 7 days, up 3% in 24 hours. Binance coin, the third biggest coin now, as it got up, wow, with a market cap of 39 billion. Interesting. Tether right behind it. Cardano creeping up, though. Look for Cardano to get all the way up into that third spot at $34.6 billion. Polkadot right behind Cardano at 6 XRP. And look, Cardano up 10% in 24 hours, making big moves. Cardano. Dot staying pretty flat, but it's up 10% on the week. XRP up at 1.4%. Litecoin back to $200, up 11%. Kind of following Cardano. Interesting. I'm gonna give you guys a hint. I'm gonna send a trade that I'm doing to my Patreon members. I'm only gonna give it to my Patreon members. I'm gonna tell them something I'm going to be doing. It's an exclusive move that I'm gonna be doing in my portfolio. So big moves in my portfolio, I give to my Patreon members. Again, don't do anything I do in this channel. It's all for financial advice. It's all for entertainment purposes only. Please get yourself a financial advisor and do your own due diligence. 17% down for Atom. Aave down 18%. So we're seeing DeFi took a bit of a hit. Monero down 20% in the week. Tron down 8%. So Theta still holding above $3. FTX token up 24% and up 5%. So FTX, FTT, this is a great token to hold. This is very similar to BNB. It's the token for the FTX exchange, so it just makes you money holding it, and people love that exchange. They're having a really good time there. VeChain down 22%. Some of my biggest holdings taking a hit. The graph at 192, though, look for the graph continue to the upside. I bought a lot of graph between 160 and 180 on that dump. I felt like it was the move. Algorand, too. Anything below $1. Algorand down 20%. Look for these coins to continue back up. Elrond down 25%. It almost seems like all the coins I held were all down 24%. Look at Phantom, up 269% on the week, up 36% today. Pancake Swap, up 7% today, down 3%. The 50, Pancake Swap, Cake moving into number 50. Let's see how fast Cake moved. Okay, because people don't really, let's look at the historical data for Cake. When you really take a look at what happened to Cake, you'd be in shock. December 26, 49-cent Cake. I started buying Cake here around 60 cents, 62 cents on January 1st. I'm like, okay, I'm going to start getting into this Cake thing. People are talking about Cake a lot, right? It goes 65, 60 cents. I'm not making that much money, you know. Next thing I know, it goes to 70. Then it goes to $1. I double up. I'm like, wow, this Cake's pretty cool, right? Then it goes to $1.90. I triple up. I'm like, wow. Then the next day, we're hitting $3. I was like, and we were sitting there, we're like, this will be $3 a coin by the end of the month. And then the next day, it was $3 a coin, $2.86 basically. Play games, hit that low of 197, continue up, hit $3. Once it hit 681, I had done an 11x. I'd done an 11x, but it wasn't done yet. It would go to 13, 18. The highest I ever saw it, even though it's not here, we're at 2141 on February 19th, just 5 days ago. Now, the high yesterday was 1615, the low. Let's look at the market cap continuing to grow. The highest it ever was yesterday at $1.7 billion. So this thing's about to go to the $2 billion market cap and more. It was the first smart chain to hit $1 billion. And today, look, who knows? But this is pretty interesting to see the market cap continuing to grow. It has hit 1.7. It did hit 2 billion here on the 21st. So it took a little hit. But you can see it's now playing with a $2 billion market cap range. It was just 330 million on February 5th. So room for these things to go. This is what happens. Study this idea. Get into a coin when it's at $58 million market cap. That's smart. You want to get into coins between $10 and $60 million market cap. That's how you find gems. Write this down. Write this down. You can use everything that I'm teaching you to benefit yourself and to make some money in the game. Okay? Don't sleep on even just this little tutorial here talking about coin market cap. I'm showing you something. I'm teaching you how I use the game to make money in the game. All right? What about Swipe, SXP? I love SXP, man. I think it's a great coin. I think it works wonders. I couldn't believe that it tanked the way it did because I thought it was a great project. You know, I was ashamed that it did what it did. Yeah, don't get no vax, bro. Nah, never, man. I would never do that. Never, 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 never. Where do you think Reef will go? I think Reef's going to hit 30 cents like pretty fast. I think Reef's going to do what Sand did. I'm a little late. Shout out to Danny Setters up in the game. What about SXP? Cool. That's a better anyway, especially with Lifer. You can learn a lot about Smart Chain here. Is this the ticker for Luna? Luna is Luna. Luna is Luna. Is this the ticker for Luna? 66 people watching, 69 likes. Can we get the likes up to 100 likes today? It'll be our first time we ever did it. SHR market cap is beautiful. Yeah, you really want to. I'm going to talk about SHR right now because SHR, one of my biggest holdings, one of my favorite projects right now in the game, because I know I like to buy things when people just don't understand it yet. I like to understand it before they do, and then I wait for them to figure it out. And once they do, muda. Look at the market cap for SHR, 84 million. We're talking, this is right where cake was, 3 cents. And you saw what happened, man. You saw what happened. Fully diluted is 2.4, is 244 billion though, just so you know, put that in there. But if you look, we're sitting at this 41 million, 30 million, 41 million, you know, now we doubled up. We were just at 30 and 40 on February 13th. In the last 10 days, we have doubled the market cap. You want to start watching this. This is where it's telling you something is brewing with this coin. At 38, this is a steal at about 4 cents, man. I'm telling you right now, Sharing is a great project. If you want to know more about it, I have an amazing video where I break down why I like Sharing and all the ins and outs of Sharing. Can you look at CRV and AMP? Not Ample. AMP on Gemini. Yeah, we'll take a look at that. Shout out to everyone on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for getting me to 1,800 subs. But if you look at the videos that we put out, I have a video right here. Notice I only drink water. Yo, I may get to my first 10,000 view video on the channel. Pancake swap, 250 views, we get to 10,000, and who knows where that video could go. 423 likes. The comments are flying in, they're out of control. I gotta go through all these comments. I've never had that many comments on a video, ever, man, ever. Maybe back in my Remote Chief days. Look, I got my Remote Chief shirt on. This is the company that runs Crypto Lifer. Remote Chief, baby, all the way. Skybo Houston, shout out to everyone here. They don't listen though, they are artists. Lifer, you are live in EU. Thank you so much, man. European, dude. Anyway, so this video is blowing up. I did the Reef video doing its thing. Let's see where the Reef video hit right now. And I'm telling you, when a video is popular on my channel, remember Dot was one of my most popular videos? Tells you something is brewing for that, right? We interviewed the CEO of Bondly, man. This is going to be one of the biggest projects ever, and we were already on it 2 weeks ago, interviewing the CEO of Bondly. That started February in an amazing way. Really, we started, you know, Bitcoin going to 22 months ago. Ah, man, I just can't get over this. Bitcoin going to 54K. Why 50K is easy 1 month ago. Anyway, Reef 2.5K views. I put this out last night or the night before I went to bed, man. Unbelievable. And that's how you know, man, this coin is going to blow. I'm telling you right now. Reef going to $1 billion market cap. Easy, baby, easy. Make more about Pancake at Crypto Lifer. Yeah, right. They didn't listen though. They're artists. I don't know what he was saying. XLM BTC, SHR market cap. Let's take a look at SXP in the game, all right? But there's a call for Luna. I want to make sure that I post it to the charts and calls only. Sometimes I get carried away, and then, you know, we got to make sure that everyone's getting the calls. Okay, the call came in. Check 1 2 1 2. Okay. Cody. No one really talked about Cody, but I want you guys to put Cody on your radar. Engine coin. Injective. Let's take a look at Injective. It's coming across my mind right now. You guys said Matic is pumping too as well. Let's take a look at Matic. Pumping on Bitcoin too, making a big move against Bitcoin. You put a whole Bitcoin into Matic. Say you took your Bitcoin and you put a whole Bitcoin into Matic, okay, at about on February 12th. You'd already have 2.5 Bitcoins right now. Can you believe that? One Bitcoin would have made you 2.5 Bitcoins in Matic. Unbelievable. Matic on an insane tear since February 2nd. Kind of wasn't on my radar. You know, I love Matic. I was just doing other things. I don't get every single coin. That's why we have to have the trading group. Someone just put a cool chart in here. Let's see what's going on. An algo chart. Algo on the USDT. Aggressive buy zone. I agree if we do get back there. Stop zone. I like this. He has the potential moves of each possible pairing. He has the Fibonacci levels on the side. This is an expert chart. This is done very well. Falling wedge, somewhat of a double bottom there, right? I like what he's showing. Prior support and resistance. Right there. Look, resistance, resistance, resistance. We flip it to support. That where we came back down for support one last time. We're kind of here at this other level of resistance. See, there was support right there. Now resistance. We break above this line. That should be at SR flip at the 112, 114 area for lifer. When do you start trading BTC pairs? I still trade BTC pairs, man. I think we should start trading all BTC pairs. But Bitcoin's very volatile. So the reason why I don't trade BTC pairs, I still may do it more, but for beginners, because they'll get wrecked. You know, they'll get into Bitcoin on the worst day. Bitcoin will tank. They won't understand it. They'll have a harder time, right? If they make money, like they put $2,000 USDT and they take out $2,000, they're going to be like, wow, I made some money, you know? But I mean, you know why it is too, is I'm holding my Bitcoins, and once I start trading Bitcoin pairs, I might get reckless with my BTC. And that's what worries me a little bit. It worries me a little bit. But that's the point of this, is to grow your Bitcoin stack. I'll be honest with you guys. It is to grow your Bitcoin stack. You know, you want to grow your USDT stack. It really does nothing for you. You want to grow your Bitcoin stack. You want to end up with more Bitcoins than you started with at the end of this run. Now, look at VeChain. Pretty interesting what it did for the Bitcoin pair. Showing a bit of a double bottom, forming that falling wedge. It's high on the 4-hour. Let's take a look at it on the daily. Getting low on the daily, though. So this tells you that VeChain's probably about to rip. And you see Bitcoin's kind of a hurt soldier right now, going sideways. See, Bitcoin's this is in a cup and handle right now. So we could also see some good opportunities that we saw before in the USDT pairs, now starting to form in the BTC pairs, which is quite interesting, to say the least, right? Quite interesting. So okay. So yeah, that's something I like looking at right now. I'd wait for the 4-hour to curve back down. Okay. It does have momentum though, right here on the Stokes. So we could point back out. Then we'll have our flag as the 4-hour resets. Interesting. 87 Satoshis for VeChain. Still a very small price for VeChain. And you know VeChain could easily get to the $1,000 Satoshi level, 10xing your Bitcoin. So just something to think about, right? You could jump into this, hold it for a month, and then sell it, beating Bitcoin, right? It's kind of bottomed out here. Something to think about. VeChain and VeThor about to rip big time. Zill TA. Let's take a look at Zilliqua. How many cake do you have at Crypto Lifer? Why is that your knowledge? Why do you want to know how much cake I have, man? What is the indicator in TradingView with the different colored lines along the price line? This is a 5 MA. So what I do is, if you hit this, this is the 200 day, which is yellow, the 100, which is blue, the 80, which is purple, the 50, which is red, and the 21, which is yellow. I hit the style, and these are the colors you can see. Okay. And as long as you program them right, I have 1 to 5 from 200 to 21. Okay. You could do either one. They're going to sit. These could be any one they are. You know, I just did it in order, you know. Probably should be 21 down to 200 actually, but whatever. It doesn't matter as long as you do it right. Meaning as long as you make the color the right one, you know, then I'll understand. But this is what I do. Okay. Show us your cake, fam. Nah, man. Why do you want to see my cake? So you can take my cake? No one's taking my cake. You think Reef will still 10x even with a $400 million market cap? Yeah, because it's about the hype, man. It's about the hype. People are going to buy into that. A lot of people are going to buy into it. There's big news for Reef. Let me show you what's going on for Reef. Why I like Reef, what's happening with Reef, and why you kind of want to focus on Reef. Now, what are the biggest chains out there? What's the biggest 2 chains you want to be involved with, in my opinion? What are the biggest 2 chains? Look at people taking the Luna call. Already up 124% on Luna. That's why I love my group, man. Oh, here, Paul had an idea here. Yeah, this is the same thing. We've been showing this for a long time on Bitcoin USDT perp. Same stuff. This is like same stuff, Paul. I've been going over this on the channel for like a few weeks. I actually showed this on Total too like a month ago. Not a month ago, but maybe 3 weeks ago as I started putting this fractal. But I'm happy you're showing just exactly what I'm showing. Yep. Bar pattern fractal, man. We went over it today too. We showed it to you on the Bitcoin. That's exactly what we're doing. I like that you're picking up what I'm putting down, and I like that you're getting busy with the predictions because you got to kind of change it up. You got to change it up. Litecoin seeming to pump today pretty well on a nice little upswing. Interesting that it's following ADA. Huh, kind of funny to me. Litecoin following ADA, right? Okay, I figured it out, G. Jeremiah, LOL. Let's see what's going on here. I'm missing some of these. Credo up in the indicators. Hello, Germany. Okay, guys. What time we got? 11 o'clock. We get out here around 11:30 every day. So we have 20 more minutes to jam out together, to hang out, to talk crypto. All right? 69 people watching, 75 likes, dude. Can we get the likes to 100 likes? That would be insane. Today, most of the crypto YouTubers speak about ETH. Okay. Agree about fees and Bitcoin fees too. Why Nano was created. No one knows when. I've been hearing Reef has like $400 million market cap. Think we can still do a 10x? Yes. ETH will go around 8 to 9K. Oh, come on. ETH's going to go way above that. Let's get real. Luna versus ETH. Interesting. Added the 57th like. You're the man. Thank you. Yes, agreed. And others too. It should be an exciting year. When a coin has that type of market cap, it won't go high, but so much in one cycle. Says you, man. You don't know that. You don't know that. I've seen things that you haven't seen in the 2017 bull run. Last one, Reef. Yeah, well, Reef 10X, if it has a... You guys are stuck on this $400 million market cap. My friends live there. I try to get them into crypto, but they don't listen. What is big there? Bitpanda? Where can I tell them this? SXP, the giant, Reef. Solo, Atom, and Luna. D. Harrison, non-ETH DeFi will take off. Sol, Atom, and Luna. I totally agree, man. I totally agree. Let's take a look at Sol. Non-ETH DeFi. I agree. Let's take a look at Sol. And that's why I don't go all in on a lot of these coins. Like I put a couple grand into Reef. I'm not putting 10 grand, 20 grand. You know what I'm saying? Just a couple. Something to get by. 1051. I like Wave starting to make a big move again, getting back in the mix. I showed you, it looks like Bitcoin's going to go sideways. And once the 4 hour kind of resets in the next 2 days, we're going to have a big rally in these altcoins for the next week. Maybe even like 10, 12. Maybe I said almost 2 weeks, which is weird. That's what the chart says. I almost don't believe the chart, but that's what the chart says. I don't listen to my emotions. Take a look at this. This is Sol. Is this Solana that you're talking about? Sol doing big things in the last 4 hours. Unbelievable. Breaking on out. Someone was trying to tell me to buy Sol yesterday. They were like, take a look at Sol. Take a look at Sol. Sol broke out. We were put a call out for Sol a while back here. We were buying Sol at $1.30. A 16x. 16x from December 24th. Sol just continuing to rip on out of the world. Wow. It's still low on the stochastics too. See that? And wow. Interesting. Let's look at the daily on Sol. The daily's high. So it's telling you, yeah, we had a run up, but we might have a bit of a bring down. You know, we have to come back to that 21-day moving average. So Sol should at least go sideways a little bit. But that's what I thought would happen to Phantom. And Phantom just continued to rip to the upside, you know? So anything is possible in these markets, man. These oscillators could stay up here a little longer. I do see the stochastics curving to the downside after a double top here. It's a bit of bearish divergence. Because look, you got swing down to swing down on the RSI. And you have swing up to swing up on the price. Tells me that I think this would be a good time to take some profits on Sol. We're up here really high on the overbought regions. So you might have a little more pump on the 4 hour, right? Just to suffice this. And then I think you go sideways at least for the next few days in this channel. And then I would wait for the daily to reset. And once the daily resets on the channel and you're down here, That means you're going to be somewhere through the pattern. And bam, that will be your entry for your exit on out of the pattern to the upside. So I don't think you need to jump on this yet. I'll be waiting, and I'll put a call out when I believe it's primed and ready to go. XEM BTC, please. Some release coming. Let's take a look at XEM BTC. NEM, man. Let's take a look at what we see for NEM. Okay, NEM in this beautiful double bottom. I like these patterns. These play out very nicely. Also, it's about to hit this like previous high that's having an issue with. Once it can break above that, honestly, it can gap up really fast. It's forming the beautiful cup that we talk about too. And we're getting a sideways movement in Bitcoin in the next, few weeks. So it kind of starts to talk that maybe, interesting. I like this. The right side of the bowl is where you want to start accumulating. Interesting. NEM for BTC. And look, it can gap up pretty fast. So sitting at about 10,330 Satoshi, 10,030 Satoshi. Where could we see this? Up 350%. One Bitcoin could turn into 3.5 Bitcoins. How cool would that be to gain 3 times your Bitcoin? Unbelievable, wouldn't it? I think so. So NEM for BTC, possible trade here. 1,029 Satoshis. Let's see what we see on the stochastics. Stochastics are pointing to the downside. Not done yet. Looks like we get one more touch here at the bottom of the pattern. Maybe at about 953 Satoshi. So here's my range. And then we'll take some support and resistance lines on this as well. So you got some support here at about 411 sats. Yep. Obviously heavy rejection there. A little bit more support. Hopefully you can SR flip that area. Let me zoom in more into the candle action. I want to see what I'm seeing here. Where's our support and resistance lines? They're right there. We are holding this. Look, resistance becomes previous resistance becomes new support. I'd like to see us hold that area. We're also about to get a golden cross on the daily. Look at that. We're about to get a golden cross, which is the red 50-day moving average crossing the 200-day moving average. Hey, man, I see what you're talking about. I see what you're putting down. Now we're kind of getting into the nitty-gritty. Things are starting to make some sense. So look, price coming back down on the daily. We need to reset. This is going to be your entry. All you can do, literally what I like to do, is I put an alert right here. I hit this line with an alert, and I say, when that stochastics hit that, tell me. Thanks for Zem Analysis, bro. It has some upcoming events, so it can really fly. Shout out to Willie Brown for getting up in there. Zem, NPX, and XPOS are a thing. Interesting. I think Litecoin has a lot of upside still. I think it does too, but, also GRT, BMI, Oi Rodney, Reef, part of the ocean waves, sand theme. Just got into it. Yeah, sand, ocean, and waves, and the reef, baby. Sol, Atom, Reef, BQXE, all ETH, all great coins. You can't go wrong with any of them. Sol, Atom, ADA, Reef, BQX, and ETH. I totally agree with you. Did you look at CRO, the coin itself, and also what do you think about staking it for 20% APY in March for their debit card? Cheers. So CRO, that's crypto.com, right? Let's take a look at CRO. Yeah, I still want to get into crypto.com. I don't have my card yet. I don't have any cards. I want a Blockfolio card. I want them all. I really want them all. I got to get on that. One day I have to sit on my computer and just focus on those and spend all day signing up and researching which ones I like. CRO, crypto.com. Okay. It's on the 1x exchange. You can get it on Bittrex for USDT though, which is pretty cool. I have access to BitTrex is really the real name, right? BitTrex. You can just type in right here too for a ticker that you want. Should take you to Crow. The list is so big at this point, but that's why I'm able to just usually have a coin right on the ledger there. So wow, I think what's going on here is nice. I like this. Nice pump. We're getting a golden cross on the daily. This is a big sign right here. CRO, USDT. Look, forming that huge ball and now really getting its recognition, doing its thing. Interesting. This thing is in this funny S pattern, right? I'll show you. This pattern actually can... Come on, man. I'm out of there. This is glitching. It's glitching up. It's glitching. How do I get out of you? I can't get out of there. That was crazy. I'm not even in that I wasn't even in that tool anymore. Look, I'm still not in that tool. This is nuts. I'm gonna restart that. I've never seen that before. Still following me around. 77 people, 79 likes. Can we get up to 100 likes, man? Let's do this. Let's do this. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream getting it in. Let's look at VChain and Ziliqua for the Locky Jazz. Shout out to everyone here. B-Rad Crypto, Crypto Tech, Wrenchy T, Jeremiah, D's Nuts, Crypto Lifer. This dude. H Gray, right? I'm trying to mixed. Willie Brown, I don't even know. D Harrison, I can't go through it all anymore. Skybull, Jesse B, Spency, Danny Set is up in the spot. Everyone in there. Chrissy Fouts, Sergu Makanu, Milton Aguilar, Sparkpoint, SRK, Easy 100X. Let's take a look at Sparkpoint, SRK. I've never even heard of. Oh, SRK. Actually, that was on my radar way back in the day. I haven't really looked at it in a while. Let's go back to Crow. See what happened, what's going on with Crow. Sorry that occurred. I liked what I saw for Crow. I do. Let's look at it on the 4 hour. And I'll show you right away on the 4 hour. That's hidden bullish divergence, really. Like swing up to swing. It's not the best one, but it is. Swing up to swing up. And we have swing down to swing down on the stochastics RSI. It tells us that the trend will continue to the upside for Crow. What I don't like to see is that the 4 hour is high. We could double top here and then come on down. So that's not where I like to get in. I like to get in when the stochastics are low. That would have been your entry point. Now, a lot of coins look like this right now. Aave. There's a lot of coins that have this kind of pattern. The big mountain coming down in. Now, we look at the daily, though. The daily is kind of curving back down, too. So I'll wait for the daily to get down here. And then I'm going to enter some Crow, man. Pretty simple trading patterns, right? You can keep it a lot more simple during a bull run, man. You don't have to be as crazy. Just have to kind of look at the big picture and make sure you're doing proper risk management. They can decide ETH will go to 10K, 20K, blah, 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 boom. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Bubba Joe, what's up, Sam? I'm considering shaving some profits off of Matic to put into Bake, but I don't know how to stake it yet. So I'm wondering if it's worth it. Can I show you how to stake Bake right now, live on the live stream? Let me help you out right now, man. That's the point. If I can get in through the VPN, because it's always giving me a problem. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at bicycles. I'm hitting one of those Capaches. You're like, why is he looking at bicycles? Right? Thoughts on XRP? Hey, I have some SRK. New exchange listing at the end of the month. That's a big deal. That was a jinx. Damn, dude, I love you. Yeah, dude, anytime, man. Anytime. Anything I can do to help, man. Anything I can do to help any of you guys. So, I'm going to sign into my MetaMask wallet. Okay? And I'm going to show you how I'm staking Bake, because I'm staking a lot of Bake. All right? Not a lot, but enough. So, you're going to go to bakeryswap.org. Okay? Now, also, we have a channel for this. The Binance Smart Chain Room. Okay? You want to go to the pinned messages. In the pinned messages, we're going to show you how to... This is how you're going to put mainnet. This is the one you're probably looking for. This is how to install the Binance Smart Chain. Okay? This is the info to add Binance Smart Chain to MetaMask. All right? So the first thing you want to do is download MetaMask. Very simple. It's going to take you here. Look, Banana came out. Bake and Banana. That's new. Right? Then you have the Bake D100 BLP. And then you have Earn Bake for Bread. Right here, I'm in there. Am I on the right? Tell me my Bake disappeared. You're going to see. So Ether mainnet. Look, we switched to the Binance Smart Chain. How do you get the Binance Smart Chain? Boom. Look, I've already made 1.5 Bake earned, baby. And continuing to grow with my 3,000 Bake almost. Damn near. And so we're going to hold that Bake, baby. Hold that Bake. How do you add this? Custom RPC. Okay? Sweet. Network name, new RPC, chain ID, all this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes to fill out. How do you fill out 5 boxes? You go right here to my Binance Smart Chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the 5 things you put in there. Smart Chain, the BSC database, Binance.org. You can copy paste this, I'm pretty sure. And if not, you can type it on in. All right? Once that's in, you have access to the Binance Smart Chain activated on your MetaMask wallet. You're now able to interact with the Binance Smart Chain on Bakery Swap, Pancake Swap, PancakeBunny.finance, the Smokehouse Finance, Goose Finance, and the list goes on. Okay? And they've been telling us every time you stake and unstake LP tokens, the contract will automatically harvest Bake rewards for you as well. VeChain, 10 days backwards. Locky Jazz. YouTube loves controversy. Well, we got W likes. 85 likes, man. Yo, wow. Thanks, dude. Any tips on how to know when to jump off of Matic? It's flying. Let's take a look at Matic right now, and I'll show you how I take gains on certain coins. That's a great question. So I love that because it gets me going. It gets me getting in there. I have to figure it out. Parsec back up, doing its thing. Up 2.6%, but wow, we went all the way to 193. But now look, we're forming that bowl, and I told you to watch Parsec. I see Parsec getting all the way up here to $2.60. So watch Parsec, man. We got in at 20 cents. We 7x'd our money already in Parsec, and I think it's just getting started. You can see it's forming a bowl and forming its right side of the bowl, getting out of the bowl. Watch for Parsec to reset on the daily, and then it's going to rock. So just wanted to go over Parsec on my way to the next coin. You asked about Matic, right? I hope everyone understood how to get onto the Binance Smart Chain. Oh yeah, then how to stake it. I didn't finish how to stake it. All right, you go to the earning right here. Right now, they're telling us you get free D100 airdropped. That's what I was told if you stake Bake. Okay, so I hit here, and you just hit this plus button. You approve the contract. It will say approve stake, and then you hit plus. It'll hit how much? You hit max, and your Bake will leave your Binance wallet, and it'll fill it right here, and then it will begin to earn for you while you sit there. Look at this guy. He's got 3 million. He's a top staker with 3 million. Unbelievable, right? Look at these people. I'm nothing with my 2,000 Bake. These people are going hard. I can't believe how many people have that much money in Bake. Pretty interesting. So don't forget, there's whales up in here putting big money into this stuff, right? Look, Cake, BTC, Earn, Bake, Toast, Latte, 40%. These are APR. So 40%, right? 90%. What's the highest one here is 143% is the Bake BUST BULP. You select that. How do you find that? How do you get those things? Well, you got to go basically to the exchange, the Bakery Swap. And what you do, you go to pool and you add liquidity. How do you add liquidity? You find 2 assets that you want to add liquidity for. So if you were going to be in this earning pool here, let's say you wanted to do the D100 earning pool. Okay. How would you get into that? You'd go to the exchange, you'd go to the pool, right? You'd hit add liquidity, and you'd go, okay, this, and then you also want to do the D100, right? So you'd hit D100, and you put how much BNB do you have? I got 1, and then you hit, it will tell you, pour D100 per BNB, it'll give you that percentage. It'll fill it out, see right there. It gives you 147 per BNB. So if I did 1 BNB, I could do this max stake. Okay, I don't own the stake yet. You actually have to go. So first you have to buy D100. Then you have to have half and half. So if you have 1,000, you have to have 500 in BNB, 500 in D100. See what I'm saying? Then you hit, see, I don't have it here. And then you would hit supply. Eventually, what would happen is an LP token would get sent to your MetaMask wallet. All right, an LP token would get sent to your MetaMask wallet. And then what you would do is you would go back to the staking and you'd hit select. And then you would hit approve Bake D100 BLP. That is your Bake liquidity pool token. And it'll read your contract and know that you're connected to the liquidity by knowing, because the contract is made to find your liquidity pool token. It'll know, you hit approve, and then you'll be earning Bake as well. And that's how you earn more money though, right? That is one of the highest stakes in here. This one's at 876%. They actually ramped it up for the Bake Bunny. This is pretty interesting. So this has gone up a lot, right? So right now I'm in the, so wow, Banana's up big. 866%. Now, there's other ones that make a lot more money. They're bigger. Like right now, I'm in the Smokehouse Finance, right? This coin is actually cheap right now, for tanking from 12 bucks. So in my opinion, probably a good time to get in because it's only going to start getting back up again. They started a stake for 1,300%, but that's when this was like pretty interesting, you know. Now look, I got 111 of these and it's at 261, right? So you can see how much we've made already on the stake. We put 500 bucks in there, right? So we got $2.61 times 111, and I've done it for maybe 10 days, so it's paid me $300, okay? 300 bucks. Now I went in for 500 and I lost like probably about 200 of it. So I'm at break even at the moment, but that's why staking is great because it really doesn't matter. I mean, the price matters, but you end up getting more coin as the price goes up and down. And all I did was stake 9 BNB LP tokens. This started at 13,000% though. So you have to remember that the APR has been slipping every day, you know, but that's still a very beautiful, beautiful pool to be in. And so you look for these pools and you get into the pools, and that's kind of how you go into this, you know. Okay, ADA moving today, baby. Yeah, you need to stake at least 500 bake to get the D100 airdrop. Where do you have to stake the bake though? Oh, so we're doing good. I bought Phantom at 4 cents, sold at 10 cents. I thought I made a fortune. Wow, man, unbelievable. 1 inch moving, AMP and CRV. Coinbase files with SEC to go public. Yeah, that's a big deal. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. Let's look at AMP on Gemini. Okay. Right here, AMP USD on Gemini. This thing's doing its thing, man. Just like we said before, this looks just like Aave, every other coin in the game. Swing up to swing up. So this one hit my stop loss. See there, bam. Right on my stop loss. So there's a trade that did not go. Right? So it shows that I am not perfect. But I have like a 95% win rate. So like you show me like how many wins I have to how many losses I have, and it's pretty outrageous. I mean, and that's just the bull run itself. I'm not even going to claim that's me, but I did have a good win rate even in some of the choppy periods. So, but everybody loses a trade. Everybody loses a trade, or at least they hold until they're not down. Okay. So like right now I'm in a Doge trade. I'll be dead honest with you guys. I've been in it for a long time. And yeah, look at all the missed opportunities because I've been holding it. But I didn't creep up and sell it or freak out. I'm going to hold it till it pays me. I'm going to hold it. We're down 139 and 1. 139. Look, we're down 250 bucks in Doge. We bought it just too early. Held it too early. I bought it kind of having fun with someone on the live stream, honestly, you know. Look, 1 inch. We got in at 46. We're down 100 bucks. We're not going to sell that. But there's another 1 inch buy that we added at 343. Right? That's up 27%. So it's all about dollar cost averaging in at all times. Okay? Then you could still be up 350% on Aave. Still up 152% on ETH. You know what I'm saying? 34%, 3,700% profit, 5,300% profit. And these are just some of the small trades, man. Stake-matic for big gains. Interesting. 88 likes, 2 dislikes. Love it. Can you look at Profi, please? What is Profi? Never even heard of it. The 3 Commas app. What does it do? Is it an exchange? 3 Commas connects to all my exchanges at once. It's an API. So I put a backend API and it shows me every exchange, shows me my entire portfolio. I can paper trade. I can set something up to see what would happen beforehand. It's an amazing service. It's $14 a month and I absolutely love it. If you guys want to use it, I'll put a referral link. There's also a referral link here in the description of my video right here. Automate your trading at 3 Commas. So if that's something you want to see, that's something that you like, right here, I can hit the copy link and I can even put this right in here in the chat. So if you guys like that, get it, man, get it. Okay, I'm trying to get Profi. You asked for Profi a few times. I don't want to piss people off by skipping you guys, and I don't mean to skip you guys. Bro, your thoughts on VeChain and Zilliqua? Only those sleeping. I like Zilliqua. Yeah, it is on the low right now. So AMP, hidden bullish divergence. Swing up on the daily. We're getting the MACD cross. Like, this thing is about to explode. Yeah, you're going to have a nice time trading this thing right now. It's in a beautiful spot. An absolute beautiful spot. The only thing you have to see is the 4 hours. The 4 hour going to get in your way, slow us down. And yes, it's high. So we need to wait for this to curl back down. Sad to say. So we look at the 4 hour. We're going to come back down. We're going to interact with the 200-day moving average. And that's going to be your entry right there. So that's going to be a beautiful entry for AMP at about 18 or 18018. One last time, it seems like it's going to have to touch. That's just what the 4 hour says. We already double topped in the 4 hour. You can't deny that. It's coming down. Put your alert down here, and that's where you're going to get into the trade. At that point, the 4 hour and the daily are ready to go. And dude, you're going to rock it to the moon. And that's what you want with the bullish divergence, falling wedge breaking out, and the MACD turning. This thing has profits written all over it. Shout out to Jesse B for bringing this onto the stream. This is on Kraken, or on Gemini actually. AMP on Gemini, about to do some damage. Kava BTC, please. Let's look at Propy. Propy. Propy for Bitcoin on Huobi. See, that's why I knew it was like kind of like a or hit BTC. Not a popular coin. Down 40%. Like, why do people pick coins that no one cares about? I'm not trying, this sounds rude, right? But like, come on, man. We got Reef, we got like Cake, we got some serious stuff going on. And you want to be in something like, what is this? You know, I've never heard of it. If I never heard of it, let's see. And I could be wrong. Let's take a look at what Propy is. Propy. I don't like, the thing is, dude, it's not known, so it's a good thing. 24 cents. What is it? What's it? Market cap? $17 million market cap. So this is actually where you get in on the low. This could actually turn into something big. Propy plate is 24 cents with 24 hours. It's number 673 though. Okay. Trading volume of 259,000 USD. I don't trade something that has that small volume. That's not good. You might not even be able to fill your order, man. No data on the dominance. You could pick a winner like this, but honestly, like, Hotcoin's a better winner than that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it has a small market cap. There's a lot of room for this to grow. Circulating supply is 70 million. That's not too bad. It's only triple Bitcoin, so it's not too bad. What does it do? What are they talking about? I'm not pushing this coin, guys. Meet the simplest and most secure real estate transaction platform ever. Cruise through listing offerings, e-signature, audit, and close, and then store it all on the blockchain. This deal closed successfully. Pending transaction. Received 3 new offers. One system to do it all. For the moment you receive a listing, all the way to the closing deal. Propy, real estate transaction management software, does everything for you, all in one place. Coldwell Banking, Century 21. Interesting. It's cool, but it's not the coolest, right? Can't wait for Flare. Going to be huge. We're trying to find out where Matic staking goes down. Thoughts on XRP and XOR? Is VeChain dead? Shout out to everyone here. Wow, we lost some viewers, though. Back to 64 viewers. Maybe you just didn't have the love, man. I try to hit everybody's what they were talking about. HODL Matic or when to sell? Let's take a look at Matic. I would probably continue to hold it if it's going to do what they think it's going to do. So you asked me, what should I do with my Matic gains? I'm up in Matic. Where would you get out? What would you do? If I was in Matic, let me take a look. Again, don't do anything I would do, though. You got to do what you think is right. Are you in Matic for BTC? And look, there was your sell way up there. I mean, oh, I know. Wait, wow, I thought that was the wick, but it's not. Matic continuing to rip. Let's look. In the last hour, I probably could have made gains, right? During the live stream, we could have made gains on Matic. Unbelievable. 413 Satoshi for Matic doing its thing. I'm going to switch this view. Matic. I know I had Matic USDT. I used to trade it all the time. That's weird. I just like to see what it's worth. You know what I'm saying? Like, as much as I get the Satoshi pairing and I'm like, okay, I want to see how much it's worth. Like, okay, it's 21 cents now. Doing its thing. Now, whenever the 1 hour is this far away from the 21-day moving average, it's going to snap back. Stop. It's going to snap back. Also, we hit my target. See my target on this trade? I had a buy zone, a stop loss, and it put a target right up there. That's my target. So we hit my target. A lot of times, my target is where the algorithms are trading, and they're going to sell right here. So we do see a sell. This is the 21. Look for us to come back down to the 21. It could happen in 2-3 hours. Also, look at the 4 hour. How far is the 4 hour from the 21-day moving average? This time, either this far, we snap back. We're this far, we snap back. So we probably will come and touch the 200-day, the 21-day moving average. So I think you could take some profits here and be fine at 2097. I'm being dead honest. I would personally definitely take some profits right here. You don't have to sell the whole bag, but sell 30%. And then you can buy more back on the dipper. Maddox says worth 0 in my Engine Wallet. You've been saying that for a long time. I don't know what Engine Wallet does or what it is. Dave Stratman, been a while. What do you think of Zero Exchange? First DEX compatible with AVAX, DOT, and BSC. Freezingly low fees. Let's look at the Zero Exchange. I've never heard about it again. I like that. Zero Exchange. The Zero Exchange, utilizing Avalanche. Instant crypto swaps. Freezingly low fees. Ooh. Let's launch the app. Let's take a look. And it says it's on Binance Smart Chain. That's interesting because that's where I like to live. That's where I like to do damage. So let's take a look at this on the Binance Smart Chain. Zero Exchange. Launch the app. Okay. I launched you. Okay, cool. Ethereum. Connect a wallet. Oh, wow. I thought I could connect Binance Smart Chain. Interesting. Well, you know what? You want to just connect to this because even just connecting to these, you could get some airdrops, right? So you want to find all these exchanges and probably just connect to them all. Funny, now my MetaMask isn't coming up. Oh, there it is. It was behind me. Just close it for a second. It's frozen just because it's trying to connect to a site that... So what you want to do is you want to hit your MetaMask before that happens. Funny, getting a little funky on my MetaMask here. Taking some time to pop up. And you're going to switch this back to the Ethereum mainnet. Okay? That's when you want to launch the app. And that's when you want to connect. What do you think of Zero Exchange? POWR. Power's an oldie but goodie, man. Power Ledger. I love Power Ledger. I used to trade Power Ledger all day. Back in 2017, man. Bam, I connect my account. Connect. And boom, now we're here on the exchange, on the Ethereum exchange. You said freezingly low fees, though. How? With Ethereum? Interesting. Let's see. So I got some ETH. I'll buy the Zero token, right? Why not? Swap. So let's just say I use like 0.02 ETH. I got 24 Zero token. They say there's low fees. I'm going to try to get 24 Zero tokens right now. I'm going to confirm the swap. All right. Let's see what's going on here. $57 in fees. See? Not doing it. That's what I'm trying to prove. No way. No way. Not doing that. So you show me the freezingly low fees. I don't see them at all. So we just kind of deaded that real fast. Maybe there's something we don't know about, but we'll go from there. Yeah. That's why I'm on the Binance Smart Chain. I just paid $1 to stake and make money. I'm not paying $57 to do stuff on the Binance Smart Chain. I mean, on the ETH mainnet. Thank you for looking into the ticker lifer. It's my Udemy course is why I asked. Interesting. You can earn Z on PancakeSwap staking cake. Interesting. Let's look at PancakeSwap. They might have some new stuff out there too. We haven't checked that out in a while. So let's see what's going on with the new PancakeSwap. Can we get up to 100 likes? Please, can we get to 100 likes? I'm not leaving till we hit 100 likes. I'm not leaving till we hit 100 likes. I'm just not going anywhere. I'm going to keep servicing you guys, doing what you do. Someone asked about Power. Let's take a look at Power Ledger. Let's take a look at Celsius. Celsius for Robert Cox. One of my favorite subscribers in the game. Celsius token for USDT on FTX. Wow, that's the only place you can get it is on FTX. That's pretty exclusive when you think about it, right? Celsius, I think it's good, man. People love to stake on it, doing well. It's kind of down in the dumps with a double bottom. I do see one thing I don't like is we're about to have a death cross, right? The 50 crossing the 200, which isn't the best sign, and we're still curving down on the stochastic, so it kind of tells me it could happen. People had a sell-off in Celsius. Pretty interesting. Wonder why Celsius is selling off so bad. Look for it to break back into the pattern. Right now, it's double bottoming. I'd like to see it break back into the pattern. Although that's a bearish retest, and we could see a fall down now here for Celsius. Wow, this is one coin that's really not in a good way. Interesting. Just came out on this, though. We don't have a lot of information for whatever reason. I don't know why. Yeah, it's not too bad there on the 1 hour, but I know it's a hot project. You can stake and make a lot of money, right? Holding your stuff. A lot of people like Celsius. Comes across my radar a lot. New viewer here. What's your story with crypto? And you really sold everything you own for crypto? Yes, I did. I sold everything I have for crypto. Everything, you know, as much as I could. I'm about to sell a car right now. I have a 2010 Honda. I'm going to sell that too. Yeah, I keep like $2,000 in my USDT account to pay whatever bill I can. And I sell coins to buy stuff. I keep my money in crypto. And when I need something, I sell a little bit of crypto. Because in the long term, it's every time I put money into crypto, it's always made me more money, right? So that's the idea. So yes, I sold everything, man. And I'm 100% in crypto. I don't have a lot of money in the stock market. I do keep silver and gold, okay? I'll be honest, that's like my fail safe. Try a different chart with more info for Celsius. Yeah, not getting much though. Not getting much. Let me see, maybe because it's sell. Yeah, seller is coming up. Yeah. I'm just not buying Celsius, man. It's not going to be my thing, right? It's not looking that good even on the chart that I found it on. Right? Took your Luna call. Robbie Winner just got in now. Okay, you should be able to buy Z with cake. Can you check Ave G27? Thank you so much for the like, G27. 93, guys. We're so close to 100. We can do it. We can do it as a team. I know we can. So let's kind of get together. Let's push for it. Let's make the dream a dream, man. Let's make it happen. Okay. Thank you so much for the $10 donated super chat by CryptoTech. All right, guys, you got to run. Thank you, Crypto Lifer, for your streams. Crypto is life. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. You can buy Celsius on the Liquid platform too. I think Cell is on Gemitech too. As soon as I got into Luna, it started going down. Well, let's take a look at Luna. Let's take a look at why you didn't listen. So obviously you don't listen. Did you chart it, Robbie Winner? Right? So let's take a look at Luna right now. All right. Let's take a look at Luna and let's kind of go over his live mistake right now. He got into a coin that we talked about, and he said right after I got in, it went down. All right. Well, it's not that easy to perfect BOZ right before it goes up. Really, this is something that's going to take some time, but I'm going to show you how I do it. Luna. Then we're going to get some news, and then we're out of here. I kind of went late already. Seems like the internet is acting funky too. Okay, let's take a look at Luna. Yeah, that was weird. What's up, Jay Shell? Jonathan Snell. I just logged on. I missed out on the call outs. Hey, it is what it is. Gotta be an early birdie. All right, let's take a look. So, if you want to get into a call that I gave you, that I say the 4 hour looks good, the daily looks good, you're gonna have to move into the 15 minute. All right, and you're not going to ever buy the 15 minute when it's this high on the stochastics or the 30 minute. Go to a smaller time frame to perfect your entry. Okay. Also, but it looks like we're going to come up here and come back down. All right. So yeah, it came down a little bit, but we're touching the 20-way move average. That's probably the lowest we'll go is 680. Also the double bottom and the move up. But the next time, Robbie, you want to take a call I'm on, please, at the very least, hit the 30 minute and get down here on the 30 minute. 15 minute even will work for you as well. Make sure the stochastics is low on the 15 minute. It's getting low, and that's something you could do to help you make some money, all right? Or not have to sit through a little bit of pain, okay? Eddie Mush just jinxed us. Thank you, Lifer, for the amazing, you're an amazing dude. Anytime, man. I like you guys. You guys rock. So let's take a look at the news now. What's going on for the news in crypto? Funny, Bake, one of the coins down today when everything is ripping. AVAX continue with that good news with zero, right? Atom back up to over $20 too. I like what I'm seeing there for Atom coin. Take a look at Bitcoin right now. And we're going to read the news. Juan BTC in 1 day, bro. Hey, Lifer, how does it going, man? Luke Havillard, how you been, man? BMI update? Bridge Mutual update. Juan BTC in 1 day. What up, bro? Thanks for all you do. Anytime, Tenacious Tim. 1inch News running Binance Smart Chain node. Yo, that's a big deal. 1inch is running a Binance Smart Chain node, guys. I like to see that. I like to hear that. Okay. Wait. Now, you see, something happened with the Fed today. All right. It was a big deal. The Fed actually had an issue last night. It looks like they got like hacked, or they said it was an eternal error. I don't know, man, but it's pretty shady to say the least. The Fed having a bit of an issue, right? Interesting. Start closing some of these windows. Maybe help me out here a little bit. I posted it on my Instagram. Follow me at SamPrice_remote_chief. All right. Wow, we went through a lot, though. We went through a lot. Okay, check it out. After nailing his 2020 Bitcoin target, Mike Novogratz expects 100 grand in 2021. In February 25th interview with BNB Bloomberg, Galaxy Digital CEO Mike Novogratz has doubled down on his $100,000 Bitcoin target while claiming it could be reached by the end of this year. It wouldn't surprise me at all if we crack 100 by the end of the year. He characterized the pace of Bitcoin adoption as shocking. And it's not like I'm guessing. I'm looking behind me and I'm seeing all these new projects that are coming. Every big bank in America is working on wealth management product. Earlier this month, the on and off again billionaire claimed that every American company would follow Tesla into Bitcoin. You're going to see every company in America doing the same thing. Novogratz prescient $20,000 call. Anyway, I mean, most people knew we were going to go that high. Not even, you know, especially just funny. Bitcoin to retrace, but fly to greatness. 75K by mid-April. And there's my call from Remote Chief for everyone to see. Everything you need to know about the next key support for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is currently trading at 50,000, and despite the massive drop, the all-time high at 58, the current price level is only 40% higher than a year ago. This increase in Bitcoin's price comes at a time when institutional buying that started below 20,000 level has increased several times over. MicroStrategy's first investment in Bitcoin came in the August 2020 crash from its balance sheet. Now Bitcoin is MicroStrategy's reserve asset. As the average cost of an institutional Bitcoin purchase goes up, it's expected that the 52,000 level will be guarded against a further drop in price. The same was true when institutions lined up to purchase above Bitcoin, the $30,000 level. The price went through corrections, however. 30,000 was guarded as support and an important psychological hurdle for Bitcoin's price. The drop in price above this level was triggered by selling pressure on spot exchanges for an increased inflow. Though the asset is currently struggling to remain above 50K, it's important to note that the price is recovering. This is an old article. We do better at this stuff than these guys. I shouldn't even read this crap. U.S. institutions have grabbed 13,000 Bitcoin from Coinbase at 48,000 per coin. Interesting. 13,000 flowed out from Coinbase. See? So chief executive of crypto quant analytics platform Ki Jung Ju has taken to Twitter to share that earlier today that 13,000 Bitcoins were removed from Coinbase. I'm going to follow this guy because I want more tweets from him. King, the CEO of CryptoQuaint. Pretty interesting. 13K Bitcoin flowed out from Coinbase a few hours ago. This is 6 hours. It seems those Bitcoin went to a multiple Coinbase custody wallets. U.S. institution investors are still buying Bitcoin at the 48K price. This is the strongest bullish signal I have ever seen. Interesting. Interesting. Recent tweet from Elon Musk. Let's see what Elon's posting out. Literally, Doge to the moon. He's still going hard with this Doge, man. He won't stop on the actual moon. Pretty funny. Maybe he dropped, for all we know, he flew a spaceship and he dropped a little mini Doge dog, like a little stuffed animal, and he actually is on the moon. You know, like, we don't even know at this point. Like, anything is possible. Like, I know I'm being funny, but I'm just saying, you know, we don't know. 96 likes. Damn, man. 100 likes, man. So, wow. Institutions. Coinbase proceeds 13K. Bitcoin removed. This is a big deal. It's a big deal, guys. Fractal from last bull run says Bitcoin will hit 100K by May. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Bitcoin price is back over 50K after bullish news took this morning regarding Coinbase. Well, I say mid-April by 75, and then we only have to go up 30%. 100K by May is very simple. Bitcoin easily does 100%. I mean, easily, especially in a bull run. Yeah. So here's the fractal. And you can see we came up, we came down, and then we boomed up. We came up, came down, now we're coming down here. We may have one more reset. Look at what it's saying. We may have one more drop. At only 21 million coins and a market cap of 1 trillion, Bitcoin is expected to grow in the long term reliably. In an economic climate where growth is challenging to come by, the cryptocurrency has become especially attractive. But as Bitcoin price discovery takes place, volatility is bound to ensure. It has in recent weeks as the cryptocurrency is bound to ensue and shed 20% in a single day, you know? At prices of 50,000 per coin, a 20% dive means 10,000 in value apiece, evaporating into thin air, compared to the 1,000 per plunge crashes during the last bull run. On the way up, the last time around, price action close resembled the current market volatility, taking a comparison between early 2017 when Bitcoin was trading in the 4-digit range, and now the similarities are strikingly clear. It's pretty weird. I'd like to see this a lot bigger, right? I could probably go find this and recreate it for us, though. A centralized system is vulnerable to manipulation. We are evolving to decentralized ledger technology all day long. Endgame. Yeah. I think blockchain. The Fed got wrecked. They're decimating every sector of the empire. Fed reported outage that disrupted payments and also resulted in reversals. They recommend saving all hard copies of your records. Yo, this is insane, guys. We're going to cover this news real quick, too. And I'd like to make a video about this. Fed outages raise questions on Wall Street as service restored. For about 4 hours Wednesday, the Federal Reserve systems that execute millions of financial transactions a day, everything from payroll to tax, refunds to interbank transfers, were disrupted by what appeared to be some sort of internal glitch. Systems were restored by the end of the day, but the outage once again raises questions about the resilience of the critical infrastructure that Americans rely on to process payments. And meanwhile, we're killing it in blockchain. It does raise awareness about what their business continuity measures and what's going on over a single point of failure that doesn't have a lot of redundancies. It's pretty concerning, said Dave Hart, president of the consulting firm Next Bank Audit. Yo, down with the Fed, 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 down with the Fed. All right. I just did my picket line. A Federal Reserve was operational error resulted in a disruption of service in several business lines, Jim Strader, a spokesman for Richmond Fed, said in an email statement. We're restoring services and are communicating with all Federal Reserve financial service customers about the status. See, they're a private entity, right? They're not a government bank, man. You know, people think they are. The Fed system, national IT operations are a run of Richmond's Reserve Bank. The central bank's payment services website noted disruptions and were discovered around 11:15 a.m. And Strader declined to comment on whether there was a result of system updates or human error, but confirmed that the system maintains operations in other locations. Inside financial firms, traders were generally calm, still handling transactions. A mood of initial confusion subsided as many realized they weren't affected. ACH is a national system that processes batches of electronic fund transfers such as payroll, social security benefits, tax refunds, corporate payments to vendors, and utility payments, according to the Fed's website. The commercial service handled 62.1 million transactions. Commercial service, see? It's not a private entity. In a posting sent on Wednesday at 2:46 p.m., the Fed said it was taking steps to ensure the resilience of its services, but urged customers to double check that any messages they had sent or received had been reconciled. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, I started the day with this. First thing I did is I started the day with this. So follow me on Instagram, okay? Here's my profile. Check it out. By the way, I just thumped off Matic near the top in 1 inch on its way up. Hopefully get gains on that in time to jump into bake while it's still low. Musical chairs. That's the best policy. What you're doing right now is smart. And what you just said is something that I would do. So you're nailing it. You're absolutely nailing it. The Fed blames operational error that crashed FedWire, other key components. And I said they sent $100 million to a bunch of schemers. But we can't even see the transaction. A Bitcoin transaction can be tracked. But Janet Yellen says it's used for illicit purposes. This is the same lady who was getting paid to speak at the events by financial institutions. She made millions last year off the same companies She's now supposed to regulate. Where will the corruption stop in our government? Like, enough is enough. They don't want blockchain because blockchain will end them. And then I do an ad on my Instagram every day.
I'm telling you guys about Bitcoin for years. That's a big Bitcoin B, right? I've been telling you guys about Bitcoin for years. Now there's so many other ways to make money with cryptocurrency in decentralized finance. You could make $5,000 to $10,000 a month. You don't even need to be a trader. Literally buying coins and staking them, adding to liquidity pools. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're missing out on the future of finance. Now, it's going to come to you anyway, so why not begin to build your education? I know you're comfy at your remote job right now. I know things seem okay while the rest of the world is kind of in shambles. You're still making your few $100,000 a year, and you're up in your nice house, and everything's going well. But, are you ready for a market crash? Are you diversified in cryptocurrency? Do you know how to build wealth at all? Do you know anything about diversifying a portfolio besides just calling Goldman Sachs and saying, here's my money, or Fidelity? Do you take any of your financial progression in your own hands? Or do you just leave it up to somebody else? Now, if you want to take your life in your own hands, and like people in my group, we have been making a lot of money. Let me just show you, if I could flip the screen right here and give you the testimonials of what's happening in my group right now. So check it out. Testimonials. Taking one session with the Crypto Lifer was sensational. Today I trade so much with confidence. My risk management kept me chilled. 400% gains out of EGLD. A tutoring lesson and lots of knowledge passed on here and been able to enter a successful trade. I turned 1,000 into 3,000 buying IOST. I made $30,000 on Bake and still haven't sold. Also had more good trades with help from the group. Hope this helps.
So
Hey, man,
I put this ad up in the morning and I show people, you know, hey, come on in, guys. Come on in. We're making gains. So shout out to everyone here, man. We didn't get to 100 likes. 4 more likes. Damn. I feel like I have enough accounts. I could go hit that like button 3 times. Anyway, thank you guys so much. We're going to wind it down here at 11:58. We went a little bit above, but thank you guys so much for coming here and being a part of the live stream. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can find out when we post my next video. And remember, if you came to my channel, then you're already doing the right thing, dude. You're taking care of yourself. You're doing the right thing. You're getting an education. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of the live. It means the world to me that you would spend your most valuable asset with me, and that is your time. Together as lifers, we will make it to the top. So thank you guys so much. I love it. I'll see you tomorrow at the same time, 9:30 sharp. We're gonna have a mantra here. Everyone says it. We say crypto is life. So we're gonna say it together. 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you back tomorrow on the live stream.